Hi, everybody. Welcome to TVON. My name is Blair. Thank you so much for joining us. Happy Friday. Hey, TGI Club TVON night. We're so excited you're with us. You have come to the right place tonight. We have a really, I would say, Friday-worthy show. Kicking off the weekend, such a special event night. We've got actually some really cool returning favorites for you. We've got new. I've got a lot of requests here already, and everything is still on sale. I do love that. So we have got 10% extra off. We've even got some previews of what's to come this weekend as well. So very much excited about this 3 hours. It goes by quickly. So if there's anything you'd like to request, anything you'd like to ask about, maybe you're still thinking about something, then this is the time to do it. Also, there's going to be, as I mentioned, some brand new, and we do have a Tanzanite tonight. It is an Asher cut. It is a 3-carat 44. It's a really good size, and it's in one of the newer designer mountings that we're really loving here. Plus, it is a great night for diamonds. Actually, the whole weekend is about diamonds, because not only do we have a great diamond necklace tonight that is an emerald cut, east-west set. This is the station style that is everywhere. And I don't mean the stations you tune into the radio. I'm talking about, or maybe even this station where you're watching us now on TV. I'm talking about that big centerpiece style, all set up in the necklace. We have an emerald cut. It is a 1 carat. It is a VS stone, and it is stunning, and it is really affordable. You know, I was just talking about, in the last couple shows, I was mentioning that we've had some 1 carat diamonds as far as what I've seen out in the wholesale world. I'm out in the wholesale world every day. The 1 carat diamonds are usually $5,800 to $6,000 if they're just, you know, eye clean. We've got a gorgeous VS stone 1 carat. I've never seen a price like this in a necklace. So we do have that, but it's limited. Also have a really special, there's a value on amethyst. We don't bring a lot of amethyst. We wait till we have the very best, and also bring you an incredible value. Well, tonight is the night. It's a 3-stone classic style. It is amethyst for everyone. That is what's going to, I would say, yeah, Amy for Annie. That's what, because we usually shorten amethyst as Amy or Amy. So Amy for any, that's what's coming up, because we've got a great value on that one of our big top of the hours, as well as Pataiba's here. There's even our last call on my signet ring that is, okay, not the custom design, but actually the one with diamonds. They could be men's or ladies. That's really affordable. I'll tell you, if you're looking for an affordable gents ring, this is it. Great for the ladies, great for the guys, and really everybody. So loving that too, okay? Now we are gonna get, oh, and one more thing about, speaking of my designs, something that we crafted based on and inspired by one of my own personal pieces that is a designer piece. We actually have the Princess Cut Quatrefoil pendant. It is here. It is really elite, and that is going to be also last call. I know the ring is sold out, the earrings are sold out, but we do have the last call on the pendant for you. So that's just one of many. And then again, previews of what's coming up in white diamonds this weekend. Big earrings, big earring event tomorrow, great ring event on Sunday. So lots on the way, and an emerald wheel. I compiled 3 of our best emeralds, put those on a great value as well. So lots to see, but actually I'm probably most excited about this first item. This first item, the only problem is I would really wish and really love if we had 100 of them. We do not, we have 1. So get ready. Come on in and take a look at this. It is our fabulous Swiss blue. This is really like a zircon kind of look. And again, if you have any requests whatsoever, get those in. We'll help you out with those too. I mean, it's something we can find. We want to take advantage these last couple days of this sale event. I know, but nobody wants to miss out on an extra 10% off. So we got you covered here tonight. It's a great time to shop. I think that's what everyone's realizing, is that summer coming to an end. Well, at least, you know, kind of in theory. So we're giving you the last few days of this really big sale event. And again, great chance to pick up something at, for the most part, under cost. So that's pretty exciting in jewelry. 1128298 is a radical stone. This is just, it's got the color that we so want to have. This is, of course, there's 3 different varieties of blue topaz. And this is that brightest. It's my personal favorite. The Londons are great. They give you a really deep, saturated, almost navy color. This is the Swiss blue. Of course, there's that lighter blue as well, which is known as sky blue, which this one really just is amazing, isn't it? It's an 11 karat 23, so it's a very big, but also bold, but also checkerboard faceted. So it gives you a lot of gleam and glow off that stone. And you know what else? It's got diamonds. You're seeing some of them. 31 points in the diamonds, but guess what? Little extra. Yes, they are basically, it's like a pear-shaped prong. Did you notice that? It's not just a pointed prong. It's like a pear-shaped prong design that you have. And then within that, we have set a gorgeous diamond. But wait for it. Here we go. Look at this. It's all the diamond work, completely pave up the ramp that is the prong. underneath. So whether you're wearing it solo or whether it is something you're stacking or whether it's, let me just face it, you see a profile of a ring all the time when you wear it. When you have it on, what viewpoint do you see? Oftentimes that profile view. So that is so much fun to see all those extra diamonds. Now we have one in the world, and like I said, this is one that I wish we had a ton of. Already asked, don't. We just have the one. That's going to be it. So you do have to be quite quick on these phone lines. Really, that's not unusual around here. We always know the priority of speed on the phone lines. That's going to be a huge way to get what you love. But in this case, we have this 1123, and I'm going to show it to you on the hand here. It's like a solitaire setting in a way, but again, all those diamonds on the side. Look at that. That is a powerful gemstone. By all means, look at how stunning that is. The Swiss blue, nothing quite like it. Look at the pop, though. It's almost, forget diamonds on the prongs. It looks like there's diamonds inside the stone, the way that is flashing and firing there. So get ready. We've only got one. Of course, it's in a solid 14 karat white gold. It does stay in the white gold. And of course, because of that elevation, do you see what I can do here? I can replicate as if it's a band, and we could stack a band right on next to it because of the elevation and the way that those prongs come in towards the center. So you can have a lot of fun with that one. All right, you ready to get it out the door? I know I am. This is one that I'm so thrilled. That's why we're starting the show, our big Friday night, with such a big, this is a party night, right? We're all excited about the weekend, summertime weekend. Maybe you're getting in those last minute vacations coming up, or maybe you're just, that's done and you're feeling like, well, normal life's returning soon, but I'm ready to celebrate with some great jewelry. Nothing like celebrating the, looking forward to a new season with some great new jewelry, and you didn't have to pay a fortune to get it either, so that makes it even better. But we're going to go ahead and take this one on down, and one only in the world. It's not going to be $39.99. I do have that big curve link bracelet, so if you've been waiting on the curve links, I had a couple requests for curve links. We'll bring those out. The ID bracelets with the very impressive diamonds, got that as well. And here we go. Look at this. Can I just show you this bracelet? That's the one to own right there. Wow. Sign me up. I love it. That's just, if there ever was a bracelet with my name on it, not literally, but figuratively, it would be that bracelet. That is the one. Now, I've only got one here, and I'm serious about, like, seriously, at 8 o'clock tonight, I think that's going to be mine. But you get first tips as always. That's the big curve link. And then we're even going to have a follow-up. I did bring out the custom one that we do, that we build for you, that we customize, and we make all, so it's really exciting. So that's our big curve link. But anyway, I think it looks great with the outfit. I just got to say, it's going to look great with everything. I don't think you even need anything special to wear. That bracelet is special. That is the outfit. Sometimes the jewelry is the outfit. But here we go. This is the Swiss blue, and I'll make it better than $29.99. You better believe it. Again, don't forget diamonds from every which direction. That is where you see, look at that, bold and built up. And then, of course, how solid is that band through the inside? And a true cocktail ring. How about $999 instead with $100 extra off? And truly, it's like all my favorites are here tonight. We've got Alexandrite. Oh, I can bring you 5 carats in diamonds in a band ring as well. Actually, 5.5 carats in diamonds in a band style ring. We're also going to see that smaller ID bracelet. Look at how beautiful they are together. So what we're going to do is $8.99 on this one. Give it 30 seconds, and then we'll be moving right along. Thank you so much. Hey, Sally, nice to have you with us tonight. Sally's here ready to go. It looks like we've got, hi, Kirsten. Thank you so much. You are so kind. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Can I just show you? Look at that. We have the, you guys remember the curve link we did that's custom design? Well, there they are together. Oh, yeah, we're going to see each of those on the show tonight. Look at that. And I have the curve link. This one, however, we're going to do in any gold color you want. So that's going to be exciting. But those are my 2 curve links. So they're here. And then what we're going to do is get ready and geared up for a very impressive yellow diamond pendant that actually I had something similar last night, but looks like that sold out. So we're going to bring you a slightly smaller version tonight that I have actually, well, lucky us, we've got 2 of these, which is very exciting because wait till you see the price tag on a yellow diamond with white diamonds. So hopefully we're all ready to shop, ready to celebrate the weekend here in true style. Look at that. That's going to be 112-1605. Now, 2 may be a lot of quantity for around here, but that is not going to be enough to go around when you see this mega value. There's a reason we're 9 minutes in and this is coming out early. There is a very good reason for that. And all you have to do is dial in, because even if you want, now I know you may just want one, but if you ever wanted 2, we've got 2 identical pieces for you, as well as is in the 2-tone gold. So 2 is the number here, but it's also got a 20-point cushion cut square yellow diamond. That is a natural yellow. If you haven't heard, we only bring you the natural colors of diamonds, whether they be the browns, the fawns, the pinks, the yellows, and of course the orange, the greens, the chameleons, and everything else we bring. Now, this is a 20-point center, 5 points in the halo additional, so it makes that yellow diamond look even larger than 19 points around that all I can say is please dial early. You have to trust. You really have to trust in these major, major, major values. You have to believe in what we're going to do here because this is so impressive. It is overall, you've got about close to a ½ carat in diamonds. You've got the 2 tones in gold. Look at this from the inside. And what we're going to do is send it on out of here. You got to be on the lines though. This is not going to last. Here are the couple of viewpoints I like to give you, starting with it with the ruler next to it. So let me give you a look at it from a distance away here. So that's one perspective. Let me show you with the ruler so you can see the length. This is really meant for everyday wear. Nothing that's too oversized or too dressy. You've got 5/8 of an inch top to bottom. Let's take it on over to the neckline and show you there as well. So again, that really versatile kind of style, not too big a size, but definitely it shows up. You definitely see it. It's got a great look, that little bit of movement and shimmy shake it's going to give you that shows off all the brilliance of those diamonds, but we are so ready to blow this out. And you have no idea because sale event pricing is like this. You've got a chance to pick it up at 10% off. But has anyone noticed that the price on the air before your extra 10% off is very special as well? Well, that's the deal. We're going to take this on down and make it a lot better than even, oh no, not $14.99. It's a great value as it is. We could take a, $150 off that. We're going to make it a lot more interesting here for you tonight. You just got to call. You got to do what you got to do, and you can always hang up if it's not the right price for you. But there is nobody who knows fine jewelry better than TVON viewers. Nobody. And guess what? You guys know when a value is a value. That's why you're here. You could be watching any number of things right now. You are here with us, and we reward you very well for that with values like this, where it's not even $9.99. And again, only 2. So if somebody wanted to take both and do one as like, keep one, gift one, you have that opportunity. But let's take it even lower than 9 or 8 or 7 or $6.99. This is not right for a 20-point yellow. That is obvious. But we are going to take it even lower and come on in because, again, early to start on this Friday, bringing out the blowouts here right out the gate. That is what we do. So how about this one for even less and not even $6.99? I'm going lower first. You take your 10% off. Feel free to do that. But I will make this $599 for the piece. That is everything you see. That is really stunning. And we are going to do that for an extra $60 off of that. So you get it for $539 instead. And we've got 2 available. So another 60-second clock's probably going to be all that needs, I would figure and imagine. So, hey, Kathy in New York, thank you so much. Well, thank you. You have found my screen name. That is my screen name, actually. That is a long-time nickname of mine. So thank you, Kathy, and thank you very much for your kind words. And glad everybody's here with us tonight. We've got a really special 3 hours. It's going to be nonstop value. There's not a bad piece in the bunch today. It's just all really incredible items. And don't forget about that blue topaz because, even though I know we've got that beautiful blue, that Swiss blue, that bright as can be, still hanging out. So that's going to be a good one. And all you need to do is dial on in, okay? So here we go. And who's got the first one? I think Jason may have the first one. You do? All right, one gone, one left, and that's, oh boy, a lot of people on the phone lines here backed up in queue. So our next caller will get the last one. I wish I had more. I could sell these all night long if I did, but again, that's not how we roll. We've got what we've got. We sell what we have, and you guys, you want the last one? All right, that one's gone to Joanne's caller. And reminder, we do have this one still here for $9.99. That's the big Swiss blue. Okay, and then also this is the 5 carat 49 diamond band. That is a wide cigar band style, but it's domed and it's got huge diamonds all the way throughout. And that is a look, is it not? And who wants to see? Christy, do you want to see our curb link, the big one? I mean, that's, I can take it off for a moment. I can, if you'd like to see it. I'd be very, very satisfied just wearing this pretty much all night tonight for the rest of my life. But again, if you'd like to see that, let me know. And then we will bring out that custom design as well, the one that we have back, but it has not been 10% off. So we're excited about that too. And this is 112-7822. So just a reminder, the deuces are wild tonight, that's for sure. But that is a beauty, isn't it? $549 in diamonds. It was true. We had a 2 carat band the other day. Sold out. Then I brought the 3 carat, sold out. Then I had a 4 carat, that sold out too. Well, this is the largest. There is nothing that's going to give us any more size than this one does at 5.5 carats in that size all the way throughout. And what I love about this dome is it goes really slightly subtly over the top. So what you see is you're going to always get that beautiful look where even from the side profile, you're going to see diamonds. Shall we take a look at it? And I'll try it on for you. So kind of feels like the disco ball itself, does it not? It's a beauty, and it's going to be in a lot of gold. This is a heavy gold ring. Obviously, I'd love to give a gram weight, but that's going to be highly dependent on the size you choose. And we like to make sure that pieces are sized for you so that you have it arriving ready to wear. I think that's really important. So, and I never want you running around, because that's an extra expense. And for me, what's more valuable than money itself is time. So I'm really, you know, not in a mood to like have you guys go run around town and not only spend extra money to get it sized, but also that's time consuming. That's time away from your piece. That's time away from your jewelry when you could be wearing your fabulous jewelry, and I want you to wear it out the gate. We're all excited when something arrives. We want to make sure that it's ready to wear the second it does. Not to mention, we like to have the designers who made the jewelry. They're the best, who are the best in charge of actually sizing it for you as well to make sure it's done properly. So all of that I love. It's one of the great, one of the many luxuries of what we do here, and one of the really big points of pride we have in that we offer that for free. So that's going to be really, really stunning. And then we do have, that's a really, really good look, isn't it? $549 in diamonds. And that's going to be our one only in the white gold. This is a nice big discount too. That's how it's finished. So yes, there's an extra added layer there on the inside. So you get that full under gallery. So that's going to make it extra comfortable for you. And then all we need to do, and by the way, Jason and Joanne, who got those great yellow diamond pieces? Diana and Constance. Thank you guys so much. Love that. And oh, who's taking the Swiss? Oh, she's also taking the Swiss. Oh, fantastic. Well, then everything is sold out from the show so far. Let me turn this back around as I was getting all my ducks in a row. And then here we go with this one going out right now under $18,999. I don't know if $18,999 is great a value as that is. Not sure if that's going to get the job done here. So we will take care of you, and we will get it much lower, significantly so, and we will blow it out right now for just, I'm going to get under $10,000 actually. I really want to see this one go. Here's a look at it on the hand for you as well, so you can see what that's all about. That's a really stunning design, and look at how that looks. Oh, did my curve link, it goes a little higher on the wrist here than I need it to. That's what it looks like. Look at that. So that curve link is here tonight as well. That's going to get a home. Look at how fabulous that collection is. Together, the ring, the bracelet, you can get it all. And you just need a little, you know, a little silver sparkle on your jacket as well, and you're good to go. You've got the whole Friday night party going. That's how you do a Friday night Club TVON. But this ring is actually going to be better than even 9 or 8 or 7. Even better than $6,000. We'll blow it out for $59.99. Plus you get that extra 10% off. It equates to another $600 extra off. So you'll have that one for $53.99 instead for the ring. And actually, the curb link, for those of you that are considering it, a similar price on that one. And we'll take a look here at the ring yet again. I really just, I just want to just get that one and only out the door. It's an incredible value, is it not? If you'd like to go ahead and ask about the curb link, about the same diamond weight there. It's actually going to have 4 carats 90 of diamonds in the curb link ID bracelet, but it's also a lot of gold in 14 karat solid, and that one is going to be the same price. So some great options in diamonds tonight to go with a whole weekend of options coming your way throughout the weekend, Saturday and Sunday mornings as well. So let's just have a moment with this really fabulous, this is kind of that signet style done in diamonds. So when you guys had asked me about a ring that I wear every single day of my life, and we finally, after years of myself wearing it, it's the ring I can't ever be without, and I can't take off, and I can't leave at home. And mine, of course, is monogrammed with letters and engraved and no diamonds. A lot of you, after we finally brought the customized engraved version, a lot of you had asked if we could do something similar in a signet style, but in diamonds. So that was, this is the result of that request. And so we've only got our final 4 left. It's 111-8371. And it's going to be 31 points in diamonds across the top. I do want to show you very up close here. 9 individual round brilliants. So really good size stones individually. And you've got this really stunning finishing. And this is a lot of gold. We cannot make this going forward. I mean, we could, but we couldn't make it anywhere near the price that you guys have known and loved because, well, look at it. It's not just a lot of gold in the way it's done from the depth of the back and the inside and the under gallery and all the mirror finishing throughout, but also this squared off style that plateaus just to have, and that's why it feels a bit signet-like, is because of that squared off style. Obviously signet rings can be circular, they can be oval, they can be square, they can be rectangular, they can be in all shapes, but it's really important when you get this kind of the idea of that plateau where everything comes to a point and kind of levels off. That's the plateau I'm speaking of, and then of course covered in diamonds as well that you have here. So really, really well done. Now here's the other great news. The other great news is it's men's or ladies. It's unisex style. It really can be worn anywhere on the hand. I would say anywhere probably besides the thumb. I would probably leave it to pinky to index and anywhere in between. And this gives you that look. Now it is only white gold. We have 4. Again, that sounds like a lot, but you saw how quickly our pendants that we had 2 of went. So this is going to have the similar fate. I can guarantee you that. Not going to be lasting very long at all. We know this is really an important piece. It's often requested. It's rarely here, but again, cannot make this going forward. So that is why you need to be on the phone lines ready to go. It's just one of those things. It's going to be like at today's gold prices, it would be irresponsible to bring it to you, go through all the work of making it, manufacture it again, and then, ask for $5,000. We're not going to be able to do that. You guys expect better values. I'm just going to try it on here. And remember, white gold, we can size it for you. So all mirror finished on the side. And couldn't you see that luxury piece here or here or here or here? I think it really could go anywhere. And men's or ladies completely. So all we need to do right now, take it on down even lower. This is what it looks like from the side profile. So you can see it's almost like a plateaued pyramid stud kind of look here, the way it comes up very squared off. And it's got, as you can see, a lot of gold. This one's only about a size 5 right now. And it's heavy as it is. So if you get a larger ring size, expect even more gold coming your way. But there's a huge value. Remember, white gold, 4 pieces, men's or ladies. Another candidate where you might think about getting more than one. You may very well think, I'm going to get one for myself and one for a son, one for a daughter. Maybe you get one for the whole family, maybe you and your best friend, whatever it is. But those diamonds are significant sizes that you have there as well, which I love too, because again, we love a good signet but done in diamonds. So that's really impressive. Here's what it's going to be. It's not even $24.99 though. Got a major value here, and the only piece we have left so far is that big dome ring. So that's going to be it. Oh, and by the way, Melanie, I did some searching for you. Melanie's been on the hunt for some specialty cuts and Tanzanite drop earrings. I do have some that you may like. So I did bring out a pair that's really going to be our best value. I got them even marked down for you as well. So to try and make sure they're in the price point that we're looking for. But here is what we have in our gents or ladies ring. It's not even $9.99. What a value that is. I think it's pretty obvious that if you take that to $9.99 with that amount of gold and diamond work, it's going to go. Sold out and done. But instead, we're going to take this ring with those 3.5 point diamonds throughout and the finishing and the sizing's on us. You know that by now. And we're going to make this significantly less than $9.99. Again, you do want to dial early, otherwise you're missing out. That's the whole idea here, is that too limited on items here to be saying, I'll wait till an hour from now. They don't even last. The pieces go now and they're going quickly, and that's definitely the case here tonight. And we're not doing $9.99 or $8.88 or $7.77. And this is one for everybody, and it's very of the moment. Signet styles are having more than just a moment. They've been an icon for decades, but certainly more even popular now than I would argue they were even then. When you look back at the history of style and what's been really in vogue at times, this is a huge opportunity for one call, or again, 4 callers. Somebody who may want to get more than one, this is something you have the opportunity to do so. And we're going to take it down below even $700. It is $699. This is also a last call. So it's not like call me next week and we'll make it again. We are seeing it for the last time. A discontinuing style, just because it involves so much of the gold, that is not going to be making a lot of sense to make that moving forward. So instead, you've got it right now for $699. Of course, after your discount, that's $70 additional off. So you've got it for $629 only. And that is quite a way to go. So that is all mirror finished on the sides. Again, beautifully done. You can really see all the mirror finishing here. I know it picks up every little detail and glare and fingerprint, because I obviously do try it on. But let me get it all polished for you, and then we will see who's got our 4 last ones. And again, it's our last call on this one. You will not be seeing it going forward. This is it. So if you'd like that one, or if you are somebody who says, yeah, that worked for even something, if you want to get for 2 different people wearing the same ring, there are very few rings that are going to work for everyone's style, and yet these types of looks typically do. So it's a huge opportunity for somebody to get those important pieces, and let's see who wants it. $629. All right, we'll give it 30 seconds, then we got to move. Do y'all remember the princess cut and round brilliant quatrefoil? The also last call on diamonds tonight is this one, which is obviously modeled after my very own ring, my personal ring that I love so much, that costs a fortune in retail. We have made our own version, but we only have the pendant left, and that's going to be on discount tonight as well. Also, there's a huge cat's eye coming your way. So 12 seconds remaining to go. If anybody would like to get a cat's eye, I would say you might want to be on the phone lines next for our platinum cat's eye piece coming your way. Heavy, doesn't even begin to cover it. This is going to be one of the best values we see of the night. I'm going for it. Look at that olive green. It is. It's like a true olive green tone. Fabulous, isn't it? It is so, so important. This is a lot of platinum as well. And it is, well, it's going to be a very, 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 very affordable ring for what this is. And you look at that and go, no, it's not. I mean, affordable is a relative term. I can say that a Pataiba that's $50,000 is affordable. So I know that's all relative. I'm kind of talking about just in respect to everything we do, this is affordable. Even ignoring the fact that it's one of those rarer phenomena stones that we offer. It is that cat's eye chrysoberyl. So this is part of the Alexandrite family, and there are cat's eye Alexandrites as well that have a dual phenomenon. This is where you get the chatoyancy. As a rule, that's what you get, that one primary phenomenon, but they can be all different colors. They can be light yellows. They can be kind of a yellowy green, a lime green. This is really a deeper, I love it because I'm always looking for more olive tones. I tend to wear, you know, I love a good camo. When I switch up looks a lot, so I really will do like a great graphic tee with a great camo cargo with a really cool crystal boot, you know, something like that. And then I'm always finding I don't have accessories that are really in an olive green color. This is where if you are somebody who does like to coordinate your jewelry back to your clothing, this is something that would definitely be, I think, something we don't see a lot of. There's not a lot of olive green gemstones out there. So this particular stone will work for that. And you see how beautifully done it is with that brighter, not too brown. It's got a nice green. And it's really cool. It's item number 112, 3630. So a quick one here. It's going to be a one only, stays in the platinum. It's a carat 88 on that stone, but then it does have 45 points in massive diamonds. There are 10 of them, 10 stones, 45 points. I can do that math. That's 4.5 points each there throughout the top and bottom surrounding your stone. And one of our very, very best in cat's eyes, but you will not believe it. And the feel of this, I know you can't feel it yet. That is the one downside that we can show you up close. We can show you every detail. We can show you as if you're looking at a loupe in person, but what I can't do is give you the feel of it until you experience it at home. But let me tell you, this is one of those. It is, I try on a good, 150 to 200 rings a day with you guys here. This is something you just do not see, is the feel, the weight of this ring. You're gonna love it if you have missed heavy weights in your metals. If you have missed that, as we've seen, precious metal pricing go through the roof. Here's where you get a fabulous ring. Of course, we're gonna size it for you. The platinum is there. It's supposed to be $49.99. It will be nothing of the kind tonight. Only this one. It will go. This is not a question of, oh, maybe it will. No, this is a must because everything about it is stellar. And then this value may be the best part of all. The value is what we're so excited about. It is not going to be here for even close to 4,000, 3,000, or 2. And this is a rarity. It's also going to give you great durability as well. So feel free to wear it every day if you so choose. That is up to you. That is your option. But this is going to be one fabulous value. And nobody's on the phone lines for it. Remember how important it is to dial in early, even if you're not sure, because obviously you want to be there. You want to put yourself at the front of the line. Putting yourself in the back of the line is not going to get you much of anything around here when we have primarily one of a kind. So we want to make sure you always give yourself that best chance possible by dialing in early. Then you're ready to go. And this one will not be even $2,000. How about this? $19.99, incredible value on a cat's eye like that. We're going to do even better for you. Watch this. This is one of those, you better not blink. You might miss it. It's going to be under $1,000. I'm going to make it $9.99 and we'll see who's got it. Of course, there's an extra 10% off that too. So you get it for $899. Don't forget, we have a top of the hour Amethyst deal. It's 31 minutes from now. We will bring Pataiba affordable tonight. We've got a great new Tanzanite. Yesterday, I had so much fun bringing you a 4 carat. Tonight's the slightly smaller Asher cut. It's a 344, so not that much difference. We're only talking a half carat different than what I had last night. That, of course, is since gone. And then we will give everybody a moment with one of our all-time bestsellers, but it's only been on twice ever. And it was actually a fairly new addition to our collection. It's the customized, yes, free customization ID bracelet done in diamonds. We're going to see that coming up. I will do it next because we want to get it for the bottom of the hour, and I actually have 2 different colors to show you. We've got the classics, the white and the yellow, so we will share that with you coming up next. I'm so excited for it, and it's 112-7687. Why not bring it out during a sale event? Although there have been a lot of requests for this, so we're going to bring it on out for you, and this one will be gone, $8.99. You just let me know. Just say, I want the cat's eye. Give me that $188. Hey, today is Crazy 8 Day, isn't it? It's 8/8. It's August 8th, so I think we should see. Yeah, that one's going to be $8.99 for the $188, and it is one really good-looking stone. That is a roval on top of it as well, and look at how when it moves, you see the blue silvers. It's like a blue silver platinum of that cat's eye. Okay, so this is one view. Let me show you. How many of you have a bracelet with your name on it? What could be a name, a date, a monogram, a short phrase, whatever you can imagine. Get creative with it. It is item number 112-7687. This is the cool part. That's the back of the bracelet. It gets even better, but I wanted to show you as an example here because I wanted to utilize all 8 characters, okay, or all 8 spaces that you have. So what we have here is my first name and my last initial, so that takes up 8 different spaces. You're going to get the option to choose. It is in script, but this is all solid 18 karat gold. Now here is what it looks like from the front, or do we want to see what it looks like with some initials in the back? Because this would also be a great look, wouldn't you say? If you want to do a centered up, maybe that's like a monogram look, where very similar to what I have in my signet ring, where we do 3 initials there, you can do that as well. But what is it that is reflecting from one to the other there? Could it just be that we have brought you also the most beautiful high-end VS diamond ID bracelet that is, yes, customizable, and that is going to be a curved ID link across the front so that it sits perfectly against the wrist. It stays on top of the wrist. It's all adjustable because, well, we're going to put in all those different paper clip links, and then you also have the diamonds right up front. Now, this is obviously, I'm wearing the big one, the big almost 5 karat diamond curb link bracelet, but this is the one with the paper clip link because the link itself is a better proportion with the actual more narrow of the ID. When I say narrow, I'm comparing it to this one. That's the big mama right there. That's going to be the big 4 karat 90, which is available, and please call me. That is not my own, although it may be at 8 o'clock tonight. This is the customizable, still 86 points in diamonds, and by the way, this one's 14, that one's 18. So you're getting a huge upgrade in the gold because a bracelet in 18 karat gold that is not plating, it's solid all the way through. That's not something we're seeing much anymore going forward because of where gold is at. So you've got that huge advantage and extra. And we're going to bring it to you at a great value. You get 10% off, which is wonderful. And all that customization, all that engraving is free. You don't have to. If you want it just solid mirror finishing in the back, that's totally fine as well. That's going to be cool. But if you're giving that as a gift, or you want that little special like significance of, you know, I love jewelry that means something. I wear a lot of jewelry that mostly at this point, the ones I wear every day, the pieces that mean something to me, that make me feel a certain way when every time I look at it, because I know it's more than just a pretty piece, but it's actually got, you know, significance and meaning that is important to me. So this will be that bracelet for you, but then it's going to have all these beautiful kind of a flattened paper clip links, so you get a lot of shine off of all the gold. It's adjustable in that we've got an extender, even though you can really make it any length you want, because let me show it to you from this direction. When you see it here, you can see how the actual ID portion of the bracelet is going to take up a good majority of your wrist here. I'm going to put it on so everyone can see the adjustability. This is important because I want you to see how it's going to fasten. So this is more your everyday wearable. Maybe that is too. Again, I would love to see these layered and stacked too if you wanted to do that. But this is going to be what we're looking at now, where there's that curve. So I want you to see how it looks like a subtle smile. And then you get that beautiful paper clip link that is shining and brilliant. This is that fabulous lobster claw, which is really important in a bracelet. You really need to have a lobster claw to be able to put it on yourself. And then there's going to be really any of these links you can use, but we do have the extender as well. So this is the extender that allows you to go from 7 to 8 inches in length, and we've got that little heart charm as well, which is going to have all your hallmarks. Since we really didn't want to put the hallmarks on the inside because that's where it's engraved for you with your special message. So this is going to be a bracelet, 18 karat gold, 86 points in our lovely VS diamonds, and you can see how even from a distance from the inside, you really see that that script is large enough where you can really read it. It's readable even from this distance away. So that's a close-up. That's what it looks like from a distance, and then there's your white gold. You do have a rose gold option. I just don't have one made up. But again, really one size fits all here, and it's going to be a huge discount. This should be right now, we recalculated what it would be today. It should be $29.99 today, making the same exact bracelet that we've known and loved, but instead you're going to get a bigger value right here tonight. And again, if you want gifting taken care of, you want to take a sale, take advantage of a sale price, and also do some potential gift giving, this is the way to do it. What about a date to honor an anniversary? How amazing would that be if there's an anniversary coming up and you want to have the date, maybe the wedding date on the inside, maybe for the future bride, maybe it's going to be for that loved one and you have a little message, or maybe we're all about acronyms now. There's a lot of acronyms that are used. Maybe you have a secret little, nickname or code or acronym you like to use for a loved one or for yourself, or maybe it's a pet's name you're going to put inside, right? That's an option as well. We are also doing, by the way, characters. I believe we can do hearts as well, hearts and plus signs. So, ask your operatives about that. We can do basic little symbols, if you will. Heart plus sign might be something you want to consider if you want to do, let's say, a person's initials plus another person's initials and have, whatever you want to do. Get creative with it. And also, I like to say that if you're not sure what you want to do on the inside message yet, but you want to pick it up today, the discount, do that. And then you can always call us back when you're ready. Once you've given it like a day or two to figure out what you want the inside message to be. You can always place your order now. You have to place it now because we only have so many you can make. And then you can call us back when you're ready to let us know what your inscription should say. And just let your operator know, but it's not even $29.99. What a value that is, by the way, for 86 points in VS Diamonds in that kind of 18 karat gold. But instead, going a lot lower than that tonight. And this is a beauty, and it's a bestseller, and it's going to be an extra 10% off as well. And we're not doing this for $19.99. Pick your white, your yellow, your rose. Remember, there's going to be a few options, your gold color and what you want the inside to say. You don't have to. Again, if you're giving it as a gift and you're just not sure, if that just makes it too personal, then go ahead and get it plain with the mirror finishing in the backside. But it's everyday wearable. It sits level where the diamonds stay up front on the wrist when you fasten it. It will do that because of that curve. It doesn't actually flip or turn. And we're going to make this even better than $19.99. Our very first, and we can only make so many because it's a very time-consuming process. And remember what an upgrade it is to have that 18 karat gold. Well, tonight, it's only going to be $1,499 and an extra $150 off of that. So a big moment for our bracelet lovers. Where else are you buying anything in gold? Any bracelet that is going to be under $1,350, but this one, not just a bracelet in gold, it's got almost a carat in diamonds, and of course, fully customizable as well. So that is just a big moment for, I love that you're getting an extra $150 off just by virtue of here it is today, as opposed to a different day when the sale is no longer happening. So that is a huge moment. Take advantage of it. We've got it for $13.49, 60 seconds left to go. Just wanted to bring that on out. That's an important one, isn't it? A really, really good bracelet. All right, so last call on that one. Thank you so much. Happy Friday, everybody. If there's anything you'd like to request, please let us know what those are. Still have our big diamond band and our cat's eye in the chrysoberyl and a few of those signet rings as well with the diamonds. I love that we've got so many diamond pieces tonight because that's usually where we all like to go, diamond pieces. We know the quality, the consistency, the beauty of VS Diamonds. We also know that they're not really found anywhere else. So if you're really somebody who likes a higher end quality in your jewelry, well, we're probably the only place you're shopping on TV, because who else has quality like we do? Nobody. So it's really nice to have that opportunity. Thank you. We've got another one going out. Looks like the yellow gold over there and white gold over here. And we're really busy on the phone lines. You are getting yellow. All right. So which one? White gold. And by the way, look at the white gold next to the other one. Just saying, if you wanted, because this is how I roll when I love something, I usually get a couple that have slight differences. I love that look together because, now that one's not fastened, so hang on, it's going to slide a little bit. It is silky smooth on the inside, but look at how those two look together. Now the other one is available as well. That's going to get $490 in diamonds, and so you can see we have the larger scale. And look at the links being different. You have the curb link on the top one with the 4 carats 90, and then the paper clip link on the smaller, the more narrow, but again, nice size for everyday wear. And then giving you some ideas here. I think you guys you probably don't need me. You know exactly what you want to do for the inside engraving, but that's how 3 initials. We're going to center it up. Yeah. Yellow gold over there. And does everyone know what they're doing? I'm so excited to know what everyone's going to customize them with, whether it's a little, symbols, initials, monograms, a word. Again, you have up to 8 spaces to play with, so it usually gives you plenty of room to do 2 sets of monograms with the space in between, or maybe you want to do the plus sign or a heart in between, or maybe you're deciding to do one full name or a date you could write out, like, you know, let's say it was, August 10th of 1973. Okay, whatever it is, you could probably do AUG, 10th, and then, you know, do 73. Well, it's just, you've got options. So again, 8 spaces to play with, and customizable. It will always be in script, and you have the option of characters and little symbols as well. So one of our great diamond pieces, it is popular. Well done. Now, Andy, do we have some other callers that are on the line getting them as well? Another one? Is that from across the country? All right, so sounds good. Hard to tell what's going on, but I got operators who are here in studio, and then some that are across the country on the East Coast. So tough to keep count, but I'm doing my best here. So congratulations if you did get one. Way to go. And then keep calling. And like I said, easy to think about. It's really custom for you. White, yellow, rose is your choice. And then how do you want it customized in the back? That is free customization. There is no extra charge for that. I think that is really lovely considering all the time and the real skill that takes to do all that. That's just a really nice extra bonus. So here we are with the last call again. If you have any requests tonight, get those in. We only have 2 hours and 20 minutes left in our Friday night. You all know some of you can be with us on the weekend, some can't. We do have a great preview of a great diamond earring that's coming up this weekend. Actually, tomorrow is the diamond earring. We're going to bring out some big white diamond oval earrings. And then we have the most incredible princess cut band, channel set, princess cut diamonds, white diamonds in a band that is your ultimate stack ring. And it's coming up on Sunday. And great values on each, and the sale will continue. So that's exciting as well. All right, let's show. I do have another cat's eye, but I think I'll hold off on that one considering our platinum piece is still here. I want to show you a huge Sierra Santa Maria. We haven't had a ton of color yet. We've been really focused on diamonds, which I can't be mad at. I love diamonds. Diamonds are my favorite thing in the whole world to offer in jewelry. But look at this. This is Sierra Santa Maria. We've got a new markdown on this one. Big, bright blues here, about as bold as a aqua can get in color. And it's item number 11287222. That is a platinum piece again, and a carat 77 in that Sierra Santa Maria. We're going to come in a bit closer because it's not a super long bracelet. It's a ring. And you've got 5 points in diamonds right there on one side, which will either be top or bottom, how you want to place it. But look at how the platinum band is also not just straight across either. It's giving that little bit of curvature. It's a great piece. Stays in platinum, of course, but we will have it in any size you need. And a big time discount right here and now. And let's take a look at this on the hand here. I am very excited about this. Look at that. That's a great one, don't you think? Nice size. Now everything goes with that curve length. That curve link ID bracelet is very special, but this is the fabulous Sierra Santa Maria. It's going to be the most affordable Sierra Santa Maria I have in the house. This is it. And there's the other direction for you. So there's an upright with the diamonds up top. And we'll make it better than $1,000, not $999. And there is new indicolite. I know some of you were missing out. We had all of our indicolite pendants sold last night. So we went through this craze of indicolites. I've got a beautiful ring tonight to share with you that I'm so looking forward to. That is going to be a lot of fun. And then here we go with this one. First caller, you don't even have to spend $888. We're going crazy low on everything. Everything. It's very, very special. Very much so. And Jason, who was shopping over there? They're getting a bracelet too, huh? Hi, Carolyn. She got a curb link, or rather a ID bracelet. Wonderful. Thank you so much. Let's do this. 777 and taking it down then after your discount, $699. Very, very impressive. And that is gone. Congratulations. And here it is, the indicolite. Let's not wait any longer. We're going to go to the tourmaline. Here it is, 112907. So, whoa. I wouldn't call it indicolite, though. I would say it's green. It's still beautiful. It's just not as blue as it is green. So that's going to be our, I'm going to call it a green tourmaline, but it's not that deep, deep, dark bottle green that gets too dark where it doesn't give you the beautiful, bold, saturated greens like this one does. It's 14 karat gold. It is a 545 stone. And here's what I've got. So here's what we're going to do. 50 points in diamonds. They go all the way around. is that consistent halo, keeping that classic. And then continue to call on those ID bracelets. They're still going out. They're very, very, very popular. No surprise there. Here's what we have in 9070. It is our 545, 14 karat gold, 50 points in diamonds. I'm going to just zoom back just a touch because it needs a little bit of headroom here. There we go. And that's going to be so clean. This is a tourmaline. They're not supposed to be that clean. This one is. This one is outstanding. Really is. Here's what it looks like from a distance on the hand. Yes, please. Look at that now. That's what we're talking about. See how vibrant, and I am seeing some blues now. It's interesting how the light can change a bit, an angle can change a bit, the amount of light, the saturation of light, and suddenly you can get a little different color hue. But this is giving a little bit of blue coming through, but it really up close is very green. I would call it teal at best, but I would never call it indicolite. It's really got to have more blue. It's still a gorgeous stone, however, and it's not going to be $79.99. I know that's our price tag today. We've got a brand new one here. Look at what that does when you really see that directly up to that angle. That's your straight up view at that amazing step faceting of the emerald cut. And we're going to send it out for better than even 7 or 6. I'm so excited for this top of the hour. We're 15 minutes away from an amethyst that just also happens to be a really affordable piece of great jewelry. That's going to be coming. But right now, it's all about this tourmaline. $69, $59, $49. None of it's good enough for a Friday night sale event price. We're going to do better and send it flying on out of here. This has been obviously the rage in the last couple of days is these really unique specialty tourmalines. No doubt this is one of our best and our cleanest and our boldest. It's got that size. I'm going to make it even better than $39.99. Even better. Way better. I'm going to take it down to $3,499, and then it will be 10% extra off, $350 off just for saying yes and taking advantage of that one. And yeah, there's Tanzanite. We got big ones. We've got a big 12 karat. I do also have, oh, we're going to have to show you the emerald cut white diamond here shortly. Yeah, because it's too limited to show later in the show. We got to show it on the early side. I cannot believe this. We've never had anything like it. A 1 karat emerald cut diamond. I've only had one once, and it was a solitaire ring. Necklaces, never, never. We've done some of the designs where you put a lot of stones together to make it look like one stone. This is just one stone. How about that? Oh, if that has, again, there are several pieces today that feel like they were custom made with Lolo in mind. Emerald cut is my favorite. I do wear an emerald cut diamond. And I got to tell you, there's nothing quite like the glamour, the appeal to an emerald cut diamond. Oh my gosh. Are you excited for that necklace? Station style, meaning it's that platform of gold, the big diamond set right on top, even added diamonds around it. But emerald cut white diamonds, that's not something you see very often. And they're a fortune when you do. So we're going to have that coming up. Okay. We have a very, very, very limited little collection here. So that's never been seen before. Never had it brand new. We love the brand news, but a lot of times we are going to showcase those really limited items on a Friday night as opposed to, let's say, a weekend day when we have a little more audience. So here's our fabulous green tourmaline. All right, we're going to show you. Do you guys want to do it? Should we show you the huge diamond? All right, we'll wait. We'll wait a few more minutes. But I think it's going to be in this hour because we have the amethyst at the top of the hour. We have more hoop earrings coming up with that kind of stardust feel that we love. This one's here. Okay, I'll keep that. Let's go. Let's do the big Tanzanite. Here it is. 112-4231. It is the Museum Reserve 12 karat oval. You know how I've taught you over the years that ovals, out of all the neon that blue wing block Ds have, sometimes the classic oval cut is just a cut that's a little tougher to see all the neon color. It's a little bit, it's just, that's what happens. Whether it's a merengue stone, anything that's got a real intense saturation level, sometimes the ovals don't show that as well. It's all just about the proportion of the faceting and how then that plays with the light that comes in and out of the stone. This one, saturated to the highest degree. There is not one variation in color, tone, or saturation between the very outskirts of the stone to the top part to the very, very core middle. Everything is consistent Blue Wing Block D Best. 12 carats in size exactly. Then it's got a huge diamond weight at 161 in a very, very classic mounting, I would say, too. This is keeping it about as classic as it gets here. And we are going to go ahead and really drop some prices here, especially the bigger the piece, the more it's going to drop in price. So excited that this one is here for you. And again, a few pieces left from the first hour, but not many. So you do want to dial in on the early side. Here is staying in the white gold. That's the problem. It's got, well, it's not a problem really. It's just going to be not yellow gold or rose gold. I mean, it just means we got to take a couple letters off that screen there. But it's only in the white gold. It's not going to be $16,999 any longer. This is what you've been waiting for. I think there's so many people that just need a great per carat price. We talked a lot about that last night. I was able to really just give you the very best per carat price that anyone's going to do, and yet still give you the remarkable quality that is the Blue Wing Block D Best. That is what we have carried for the last 6 years, which is our exclusive, and yet $16,999 will not be. Are we ready for this, or is this way too early for a stone of that magnitude? When there's a nearly carat and 2/3 of VS diamonds, individually huge stones, and it is not going to be $16,999 either. Got a pretty big value here. Under $10,000 is not $99, and I know we're already under $1,000 a carat, but see, we around here get so excited about epic values that sometimes even a price like $99.99, which takes it down to like $830 a carat, still not good enough for what we like to do. We are here to party, and we are here every night's a party. Friday night, it's easy to party, but we really bring out the best of the best in jewelry every night, where if you're a real lover of shopping for the best, you are partying with us and celebrating every night. And this is not going to be $99 or $89 or $79. It's never gone this low. It's going to be an epic value for just one of you. And to be honest with you, this per carat is going to be something that is going to be very obvious. Last night, not even 24 hours ago, I was standing here showing you the best per carat we'd ever had on a museum reserve. It was a 4 carat stone, a 402. And it was really fueled by a little bit of competition, a little bit of my desire to really break records and also give you a better value than anyone else. And we did that with a 4 carat, and you responded. Now we are doing that even to a higher degree with a bigger stone. I know we're only 51 minutes into a Friday night. I know a lot of people haven't tuned in yet, but you're here and that's all that matters. And there is somebody likely that is looking for an amazing Tanzanite before they're completely gone. Here it is, the best of the best of the best. And you see it, this oval has absolutely incredible color. So you can keep it classic without having to forego any of that saturation level that sometimes ovals often do. It's not even $79. It's not $69.99. Hear me out. I'm going to give you a better per carat price than we've ever seen on a size like this. And actually, for that record I set, maybe you weren't with me last night, I set a record that everybody was seeing and noticing that even, here's how it started. True story. Some of you had noticed, apparently before I came on the air, some of you were watching someone else sell fine jewelry on TV, and you'd said, well, they're doing this per carat price on, you know, average quality Tanzanite. And I took that to heart, and I stood up here live on TV, and I beat the per carat price by a mile with a better quality. I'm going to do that again. I mean, we all remember, that was just it was like literally 22 hours ago. So if you weren't with me, I'm letting you know what happened. We gave you an incredible value, and it was just born by the sense of I wanted to really be able to say, without a shadow of a doubt, I've got the best value. Because not only are we delivering a higher end quality, yeah, logically we should spend more for a better quality. Yes, I don't think anybody would actually dispute that. I don't think anybody would have a problem with that. I think most people, especially if it's just a little bit of money, I think a lot of people would rather spend more to get better quality. The idea here, though, is you can spend less and get the very best quality. So there's no excuse not to get it. And this now, the 12 carat, is going out at a price that is going to match what I was able to do on a 4 carat yesterday, which was really, really earth-shattering. And we're not going to do $69.99 because that's a great price, but it hasn't reached best ever. So let's make this really interesting right now. It's not even going to be $6,500. This is before 10% off. There is no limit. We'll save you 10% off anything and everything, including no matter how large or important or impressive it is, like this one. And we're not doing 65 or 6,000. It is $5,999. Now, after you take $600 extra off, that is $53.99. Now, that price divided by 12, the carat weight, is now $449 a carat. Oh, by the way, if you're going, yeah, but where are the diamonds? Do you know there was according to my shoppers, somebody yesterday was selling $495 carat Tanzanite. They were a lighter color and they had no visible diamond weight. We are doing that price, but better, on a better quality, in a bigger size, and it has a carat 61 of VS diamonds. Not 10 points, not an accent, but a carat 61 of VS diamonds for $53.99. I know it's early on a Friday, but that is the value. That's it right there. It is waiting for one caller to take advantage of it. So $53.99, $449 a carat. I feel like that's what we should have up there because that's how everyone else sells it. Is like tells you the per carat, because it looks a lot cheaper when you just list it by a per carat, right? It's true. It's like, oh, I'm only spending $750 a carat. You got to realize when you do the math, that's actually $449 a carat. Nobody's going to be able to touch that price. And we've got the best material, so now you get everything you've ever wanted in Tanzanite. Best quality existing in the land, ever mined from one source in the world, and you get the best price. Nobody can touch it. Nobody can beat it. Nobody can do what we do, and that is the proof right there, because $53.99, that comes down to a $449 per carat. I will show that all night until it sells, because when it comes to a value, and I got all kinds of values, bunch of values that are already spoken for and sold. I got all kinds of values you haven't seen yet. Sure, but there is no value that is going to even hold a candle to that piece right there. Isn't that the most? So Myra just said, I love this. Myra, you're so sweet. She's watching and she said, this is the most beautiful tans I have ever seen you present. Wowza. I have been showing Myra, and Myra knows this. She's been with me the whole time, I think. Myra just emailed me and said, this is the most beautiful Tanzanite I've ever seen you present. Myra, thank you. First of all, thank you for watching. Happy Friday. But what a treat. Because there are people shopping that are new, that haven't been watching for years and years and years. Some of you have been shopping for years. Others have been shopping for hours. It just is a matter of, when you found us. Once you do start shopping, you never need to shop anywhere else. But to say that I have been offering Blue Wing Block Ds here on this network for 6.5 years, actually, it will be 7 in December. So it's closer to 7 years now. And I have had tens of thousands of Blue Wing Block Ds. And according to Myra, she says, that's the prettiest one I've ever seen you offer. Well, and it's also now the per carat price that I can't touch with any other stone. I can't even make, guys, we had a 4 carat yesterday. 4 carats, 1/3. Is that right? 1/3 the size. 1/3. And it was the same price per carat. And what did it have? It had great diamonds, but it didn't have a carat 61 in diamonds. It had 2 yellow diamonds. This is $53.99. Why that's here, I don't know. But it is available, and that's one that, again, as the night wears on, as we get more and more shoppers or more and more viewers that tune in, that's going to be the first one that's asked about. Isn't that great? It's a great stone. It is vivid. It is totally, totally, totally vivid, spectacular. That's right. Well, Myra, I'll take that as a compliment. She said, her last line of her email is, and you are not selling it correctly. And anyone who doesn't buy it is crazy. Those are her words, not mine. What she means by that is I should be getting a lot more money for that piece. I am aware of that. I get criticism from a lot of our competitors, quote unquote competitors. I don't think really there's any competition to what we do, but we would call them competitors. The guys down the dial, right? We get a lot of criticism for selling stuff too cheap because, market value. Hey, this is what we have to do. We're the small, we're the smaller network. We're not 24 hours. We haven't been around for 30 some years, but I will tell you what we do is we make up for that in value. We really do. This is the craziest value. You know how I'm passionate about value, no matter how good, because I have to have the quality for you. I'm not interested in presenting it unless it is quality, but also it's got to be a value. So we bring them both. All right, so that's here. Guess we'll move on from there. I think we're all ready for that, hopefully that white diamond piece. I'll bring that out shortly. We've got that white diamond emerald cut necklace. Cannot wait. I'm telling you, I need this in my life. I'm never going to get it in a whole million years. I literally, there's nothing I could say to deter you from buying this because it is the craziest value in the best way possible. And we hardly ever, the only problem is that I know we don't have a lot of white diamonds to offer you. We don't show a lot of big white diamonds. We do in accents, but not in big individual stones like 1 carats very often. I have like, 1 or 2 a year here on this show when I'm presenting jewelry every single day. So this is a little bit unusual, but if you want to do some research on a VS emerald cut diamond right now that's natural and not lab grown, because I'm going to have to remind you here, that's not what we're doing. It's a natural diamond from the earth, not lab grown, not made in a lab by man. This is really just one of the best. So that's going to be coming up. Let's take another look at the Tanzanite. I'll get you ready for our top of the hour. We are 30 seconds away. Tell you, this is a really big show. It's a good one tonight. I mean, it's just true. Like certain shows, the merchandise is better than others. It's just true. It's a fact. It's a fact of life. And yet, this show is stacked. It really is. All right, so we're going to get to our big top of the hour. We're going to go from Tanzanite to its other purple, red, and blue counterpart that we hardly ever see, and it's amethyst. It is amethyst. We've got a really, really good one coming up. And I know we all love our amethyst, but I'm going to bring you a value that for those that believe I'm not in the fine jewelry world anymore, if you feel like you've been priced out of the fine jewelry world or priced out of gifting fine jewelry, we are going to turn that all around. I'm going to keep that one for a moment. I'll probably be just wearing that for the rest of, I'm wearing the Curve Link here. That's the Curve Link ID bracelet with 4 carats 90 in diamonds. I also have the big Tanzanite on. So, hey, you let me know. Welcome into the show, everybody. Glad you're with us. Happy Friday to you. TGIF, it is here. We are so excited, not only about tonight, the next 2 hours that we have together, also this weekend of shows. Saturday and Sunday mornings are incredible. It's, I'm actually going to give you a little sneak peek of some of the pieces that are coming up this weekend as well. It's all white diamond specials that we have. I don't mean all white diamond jewelry for the whole weekend, but I mean the specials that we have to feature are going to be white diamond centric. But right now, this is about one of our favorites to bring that we don't get to bring all that often because we really do wait until we can just wow you with the quality. But this is more than a wow about the quality. It is giftable. It is affordable. It is beautiful. It is classic. We're not going to do a lot of bells and whistles here. We're going to go to the classic 3-stone style, which is this time featured with, yes, big VS diamonds, but also an amethyst. Yes, it's the bright and the beautiful because there's all different grades and qualities of amethyst, of course, and most of it is lighter. And it's like Tanzanite, where it's still really pretty in its lighter form, but I think if we're looking for quality and something we can be proud of forever, that we don't need to upgrade, we want to go straight to the rich Brazilian material, and that's what we have here tonight for you. So welcome on in. If you have any requests, we're still keeping going with the sizzling summer sales event, so you get 10% off everything that you see on the air. And so that's really critical to remember. It's also a good time to get requests in if you have them. And let's just show you this top of the hour. It is going to be so magical here. And it feels a little bit like a Tanzanite in the sense that, well, our blue wing block Ds, they have purple and blue and red. So does our amethyst, but in just a little different ratio. It's more purple and then blues and reds as well. So here we go. Welcome into Friday night. Glad you're with us. This ring could use a little rhodium, but I'll tell you what we're going to do. Any gold you want. So you don't even have to keep it in the white gold. You can go with yellow gold. You can go with rose gold. That's going to be up to you. It is item number 11289878. Reminder, we do solid gold. That's the first thing. Not a plated metal, not a mystery underneath, just a beautiful solid gold band. And this is our 3-stone style, which I get a lot of requests for, and it's kind of the ultimate in how we do really important jewelry when it's out in any world, any like retailer, storefront, high-end designer. 3 stones are how you usually see really beautifully important stones set. But this Brazilian amethyst is a 1 carat 20 minimum. I'm going to guarantee at least a carat 20. You've got the extra diamonds on the sides here, which is going to be 2 round brilliants. They are a total of 10 points, and that would be, big stones. We were seeing some big diamond accents earlier. They were 3 points. Well, these are 5. So you're getting into some really big diamonds individually here. And let's face it, we never get to show you jewelry like this. This is a top of the hour special, which means I have done something very special to the price to make it worthy of a Friday night top of the hour special, to get you the value you want, to make it even giftable, even where, let's say, you wanted to get all the daughters or all the granddaughters or all the nieces in the family or all the girls in the family, because let's face it, it's ageless. You could be younger or a little more mature and wear this ring. It's not, there is no age to jewelry really. So you could give this to a number of ladies in your life, and I think they're all gonna love it. Not to mention, it's also a February birthstone, so I like to point that out if you want to plan ahead. I know it's only August, but hey, February will be here before you know it, so you could have the birthstone ready to go in the best quality set aside. But this is all about the value, where it's solid gold. I remind you all the time, gold bands these days, you know, a basic 2mm gold band, like a gent's wedding band, is always the great way to kind of figure where gold's at. A plain gold band right now can be $7,800 or more. So for a gold band that's 2mm in size, that is not all that large. Basically, it's the band we have here holding that amethyst and its diamonds in place. Now you're getting something different. You're getting a better than $7,800 price tag. We've added the really top quality amethyst and the bigger diamonds at 5 points apiece. And you're getting this mega value. I'll show it to you on. And by the way, Wonder Ring appropriate. If, let's say, certain days you want to go a little higher in, you want to add a little more. There are days we are more casual. There are days we want to just be a little more elevated or dressed up. The good news is this style, depending on how you wear it, what you wear it with, I mean, it's beautiful on its own, but let's say, I know most of you have one version or another of our famous Wonder Ring. You could always add one or two and dress it up, whether it's the single row, the double row. On certain days, if you want to feel a little extra glam, you want to bring the diamonds, that is your option, because that style lends itself really well to that. But it's not $7,800. And really good amethyst is not inexpensive. Amethyst in general may be one of the more affordable quartz family gems out there, but it's not an affordable stone when it's in high-end quality like this is. And we are going to wow you with a value. It's a great way to try TVON. I know we've got, yesterday we had a really large number of brand new shoppers joining us, not only watching, but obviously making that first purchase, picking up the phone, getting registered. It's a really simple process. It's free. We don't have a membership fee. We don't add a subscription fee. We don't have buyer's premiums. There's no hidden costs. Everything, all the extras that we provide are free. So the free sizing, the free shipping, you know, again, the big discount you're getting is wonderful. So you're actually going backwards of any prices you see on the air. And what if we took a band price, $7,800, and knocked 90% off of it? 90% off. We give you 10% off, but paying 10% of a price when there's amethyst and big diamonds and make it at $780 seems a little bit extreme. But that's not what we're doing. We're going even lower than that. This is a major moment for anybody who really adores a high-end amethyst. Great quartz family gem, big diamonds as well. I mean, I'll tell you, there would be designers and dealers out there who would likely be making this purchase for the gold alone. For the gold, for the diamonds, for the finding, for the setting, for the stone. You can get, I mean, you could do any one of the individual aspects of this ring and have a great deal at $780, but it's not. And it's not $699. And it's not $599. And remember, we're doing a couple of things for free. How about your gold color choice, white, yellow, rose? How about your ring size as well? That's all up to you. But what I can't deny is this is probably the greatest value. And here we are, it is 2025. And gold is doing what it's doing. And I can't control gold, and I wish I could. Gold is doing what it's doing. We know what gems are doing. We know what diamonds are doing. We know all that. Yet I'm still standing up here on August 8th of 2025 offering you a value like $599 on solid gold, fine gems, and fine VS diamonds in big sizes as well, in a universal style, and giving you all the extras, giving you all the sizing and the shipping and all that, and the gold color change. That's all free. And it's not even $499 to get a ring. That's not possible. And here's what I'm going to do tonight. We're going to go even lower. There's still 10% happening off, so that would be another $50 off. Hold on. before you get your great amethyst and experience those big diamonds and that impressive look and that classic three-stone style for $449, let's go even lower than that on a top of the hour that is so worthy. And then we're going to bring out that diamond necklace because I'm getting bombarded with questions about that 1 carat emerald cut diamond, so I will bring that out. But this one's got to go first, so let's take a look at it. And it's not going to be $499 either. You got to value. Certain values are just top of the hour worthy. This is one of them. This is something you don't find, you don't get. We've already got several gone. Somebody's taken 3 over there, all yellow gold. Well, I'll tell you what, it's not even $499. This is a beautiful buy in a fabulous best of, and I know we're getting busy. Guys, we don't have a lot of operators either, so there's going to be some wait time on the phone lines. And hold on, don't sell any yet. It's not $449, even on TV. That price on the air is going lower. And then your 10% off happens, and that's not on one ring per, like, you know, one per person, one per night. You can save 10% on every single individual piece you buy, so it will be an extra discount on every ring, which means you're saving more when you're buying more. You're saving more when you're spending more. And it's not $449 either. Welcome into a big Friday night, and this is a great way to try us. Experience what our quality is all about. See what that amazing, amazing amethyst. It's the best out there. You can't upgrade beyond that, and we will make it $399 for the ring with an extra $40 off that. So yes, your final price would be $359. It's amazing. Excuse me. Just not used to talking about prices like that very often. To be able to do $359 on a solid gold ring with big old diamonds and amethyst in the center, that's our special Friday night deluxe little gift. It's just something special. A great way to shop us, try us, add something to your collection that you don't normally see. And we're going to bring out that big diamond necklace, that gorgeous glam that is that big emerald cut diamond. We're going to bring it out, and it's going to be a lot of fun. All right. And who else is getting a yellow? I wish we had in yellow to show. I love amethyst in yellow. Yes. Yellow, 100%. I'm very partial to amethyst. As a lot of you know, I wear an amethyst every day of my life. I also find it's very meaningful to me. So I just love the richness in the yellow gold. It's something that I really think, especially the darker the color. I think if you're lighter in your amethyst, you can kind of go either way. I think when you have that more premium offering, color-wise, I think it really looks just divine in the yellow gold. So I'm a big fan of it in the yellow. But there's no wrong way to wear it. There's no wrong way to order it. It's beautiful regardless. But it is a very, very special stone. And an oval, round diamonds, those diamonds are large, and we're so thrilled to bring it to you at $359 at checkout. So a fabulous way to go. Okay, let's go to the hand shot, please. I'm going to show you a necklace, a beautiful necklace that I feel like deserves the royal treatment here of this stand. It just is, first of all, I understand this is a large stand here, and this is a large necklace. Yeah, go ahead. Andy, did you have a question? Or a new register? She did? Thank you so much. All right, so this is one I'm pretty excited about because we've never really done anything quite like it, and I want to try to get it so I can just zoom in as close as possible. That's really the priority here, is just to get in close so you can see what this is all about. This is a really important style. It's an emerald cut. It's a 1 carat diamond, which I realize we don't see very often. Totally understand that. We just don't get a lot of 1 carat diamonds at values. And if we did, we would bring them all the time. I just don't have that luxury or that ability because 1 carat diamonds are pretty in demand, as you well know. And what we're going to do here is show you all the different ways. You'll see it on the neckline. I just wanted you to see it up right here first, just to give you an idea of what that's all about, because this is an east-west set emerald cut, which makes it a beautiful look here with that platform of the gold. This is all solid gold yet again, and that is an upgrade to platinum even. So I really want to make that clear. This is item number 1129095. So what's kind of wild about this, and there is really no good way to show this except for on the hand on the neckline. So 1 carat in the emerald cut, white diamond. So that's extremely important. And this is why I love an emerald cut. It's what it does with the bright flashes, because there's a lot of people that say, well, a round brilliant's going to sparkle the most, right? And that's probably true to a degree. You've got brilliant cutting. But when you get a step faceting of an emerald cut, we see them a lot in other gems. Look at that. Don't tell me that that doesn't sparkle. Because instead of giving you like a little bit of glitter, like a glittery look, this is a white diamond, by the way. It's an emerald cut white diamond. It is. I know we're so, Tony's like, I don't even know what that is. We don't see these. We just don't see big white diamonds here. When we do, it's in a ring, which, let's face it, is mostly for engagement rings, which most people don't need. I don't usually, I'm sorry, but like a lot of people get engaged in their 20s and their 30s. And most of our viewership is a tad bit, usually not 20s or 30s. So you've been through that engagement stage of life, right? Now, this is where we can incorporate a big white diamond without doing engagement, bridal, solitaire, that kind of thing. This is what we need. And yet, when I have had 1 carat diamond rings, I had a solitaire the other day, great value, but it was $5,800. It had not a single diamond around. This one does. This is an emerald cut. It's east-west set, so that means horizontal. 11 points of extra diamonds around it on a platform in solid gold. White gold or yellow gold, I will honor the ability to make this. If you are saying, I really, really like that idea, but Lolo, I only wear yellow gold, help me out, I will do it for you. I'm going to just really have you avoid rose gold. I'm not even, yeah, I like that. Don't even give them the option, because yellow and white are going to be the best way to go here, okay? Yellow or white, I'm going to give you that option. This is one you need to dial in on. I've been doing this professionally for 25 years. I've loved jewelry since I was a child. My mom was taking me to the downtown Los Angeles Jewelry Mart, which is the wholesale diamond district, from when I was literally 2 years old. So I feel like this is ingrained in me. I know the business well, and it's the same jewelry district I walk nearly every day today. So this is where, again, this is something that I'm going to tell you, you don't see 1 carat diamonds at this price, especially an emerald cut, which I wear an emerald cut diamond every day. I will tell you right now, they are the elite. They are the high level. They're usually the cut you go with if money is no object. That is a fact. That is just a fact of emerald cuts, because why? They have to be so, so, so clean. You're really not going to find a lot of dirty diamonds cut in the emerald cut, because it would be like a magnifying glass on inclusions. You would see big carbon spots and big fissures and things you don't want to see. This is a VS stone. I am so excited we have this for you. I'm going to show you on the hand, because I want you to see on a skin tone. I want you to see the size perspective as well. So let me take it briefly off of this stand here and show you here a couple of different ways. On the hand, yes, but then I also want you to see it on the neckline for the size perspective. And also a couple things about this is we made it adjustable. You've got the really incredible lobster claw closure and 3 different lengths, which we like to do. I'm holding it more at the 18-inch length, but it also can go 17 and also 16. So that's all built in. Now, if you're not dialing, to be honest, you're probably not going to get it, okay? This is only going to go to the caller who's on the phone lines well before the price is up there, like right now. But let me tell you something. I do my cushion cut diamonds here and my round diamonds here for $5,800 in rings. This is an emerald cut, makes it higher end, and it's not going to be anywhere near $5,800, and it's got all this extra gold because it's not a ring, it's a necklace. So there's a lot of extra workmanship and a lot of extra gold that goes into this one that doesn't happen when you're shopping a ring. Do we have anybody thinking about it? I sure hope so. Let me go back to the hand shot here. Zoom back just a touch so we can see kind of that shot we always see. I like to keep things very consistent so you know how to compare it to what you see on every single piece. That is gorgeous. And this chain is heavier than most because we want it to be proportionally correct here for the platform that it's sitting. And look at that. Isn't that, the shine you get off an emerald cut is second to none. Obviously, I'm in love with them. Let's do something crazy here. Oh, look, it is supposed to be, oh, look, $59.99 right here. $59.99. Well, wouldn't you know it? See, I should start looking at this. That's where I'm going to make up a price that makes it better. Simple as I can do it. Look what you get off that gleam of that emerald cut. Who would like it? Yellow or white gold? Choose one of those 2 options. I'm going to give you the diamond deal of a lifetime. We've never had a 1 carat diamond priced this way. Never. Not at least a white diamond. And in a necklace, here's your closure, by the way. There's the closer look. Someone's asking for that closer look at that lobster claw. And then do you see the O-rings? That's going to give you the 16, 17, 18 adjustable. I'm going to show it on the neckline again. For reference, I'm about 6 feet tall. Again, that's a big style necklace. And look at how it's perfect for every single day. I would not say save that for a dressy. No, 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 no. You wear that with the gym clothes. You wear that with your casual loungewear. You wear that with a ball gown. You wear it with everything. Everything. And it's not going to be 5,000, 4,000. Okay, you want to sell it out fast? How about $29.99? But wait, I'm going to, nope, don't sell. You know what, operators, you can say sold now, and I'll still give you a better price. This is crazy good, and it may be gone. And I'll tell you, this is just how it goes. This is how it goes. It's just now or never time. We've got an amazing opportunity. It's not 29. I'll go even lower. Don't hang up. Let's get you on the phone lines if you think you might want to try it, because it's not in. I'll take 10% off. Oh, yeah, I will. It's brand new right now. Still taking 10% off. This is the kind of thing that if I had 10 of these or 20 of these or 100 of these, this would be the piece I'd talk about for 6 months in advance of it being on the air. I'd show it on a Sunday morning as the top of the hour. You know what I'm going to do? Even better. Even better. Even better than $2,500. You know, find white diamonds at this price anywhere. Operators, who wants it? Do you want it? Let me know if you want it. I'll make it right now $2,499. I'm going to give you $250 off. It'll be $22.49 at checkout. Unbelievable value. And then it's got the whole halo. There is a halo of diamonds all the way around that 1 carat, so it even looks larger. Did you just see purples, blues, yellows, goldens, greens? Every color of the rainbow still comes off that emerald cut stone. You get all the brilliance in the world. Now, here's what I'm going to do. I think we've got this one gone, right? For you? Okay, so this one's already gone. Jason, you did not sell it, did you? Okay, good. Okay, I think that's gone, right, Andy? Okay, gone. Yes? Let me know. All right, I'm going to move on because I can't be overselling that. I know, we could sit here all day and sell it. I wish. Let me show you the next piece. I didn't have this ready yet. Here is my, let's just do this real quick. The pendant with all the diamonds. Here's my quatrefoil. So quick quatrefoil look here. Andy, that is gone, yes? Okay. Let me know if it's not. I just don't want to oversell. Oh, okay, never mind. It is okay. Just making sure, because sometimes it's tough to tell who's on what. We do have this quatrefoil, which is going to be actually 111, 66, 67. This is designed after a ring that I wear. I don't wear anymore because every time I do, people want it. And we made it, and it's sold out, and we can't bring it back. But we do have the pendant, and we have actually 3 of these available, so that's good news. We have an 86-point total weight here because there's 44 in the princess cuts and 42 in the round brilliants, okay? So 86 overall. White gold only, finished on the inside like so. And this is really, really fabulous. Oh, is it ever so fabulous? Look at that. Outstanding, is it not? And congratulations on the emerald cut. I know, we need more emerald cuts in this world. I know we do. I know. But princess cuts are another addition because you get the square cutting with all the fire. And that's going to be, well, it's our last call on this one. 3 left to go around. That is it. We just saw how quickly the emerald cut necklace went, although this one is going to be more affordable. It is not $29.99. And diamonds, actually a double row in the bail. You've got the bigger presents here. You're going to add your favorite white metal chain, whether that's platinum, gold, or sterling. Go ahead. Any one of them will work. That's what it looks like from a distance. Let me give you the measurement on it, and then we'll show it on the neckline. But it's the combination of stones here, the rounds and the princess cut together that make it such a wow factor. Here's what it looks like on the neckline as well. So how beautiful is that? Maybe you're lucky enough to have the rings that were here once upon a time, or the earrings. Did I say the ring and the earrings? We have the whole set. This is all that's remaining, all that's left, and it is a go-to where every day looks like you know who. There's a very big couture designer that does this style because that's where mine's from. Mine was gifted to me years and years and years ago, long before TVON existed. I made the mistake of wearing my ring once on the air on my right hand, and everybody said, "What is that?" At the time, we had never brought anything with princess cut diamonds, and then it actually created this whole line of a collectible set around it. So now we get to bring the pendant, last call, not even $19.99. Big old value here. 3 only to go around, all in the white gold. That will be it. So it's just going to be the white gold here. Nothing more. 3 to go around. That's it, all I can do. And now we get to make this one. You know what? Forget about $1,500. It's one of my favorite pieces. And by the way, those princess cuts are slightly recessed. It means they sit a little bit lower. Obviously, part of the beauty is they're all invisibly set as well. So those princess cuts are set literally side by side by side. There's no break in the action. There's no gold in between. There's no prongs in between. This is it. And yet it is round brilliance the rest of the way, the border and the bail. And we're going to make this under 15, not 14, not 13. It is $12.99. But that comes with a 10% additional discount tonight. It makes it only $11.69 at checkout. And then there's Pataiba, and there's a Tanzanite, and an emerald wheel that is deluxe. We got an emerald trio blowout for you. That's going to be coming up. But right now, $11.69 on that one. We'll give it 60 seconds, then we got to go. And we still have amethyst for you if you'd like the amethyst ring for, what was that, $359 at checkout for the amethyst. Also that Tanzanite, I'll keep showing that 12 karat till it goes, because you got our best price of all time on a per carat level on that 12 karat. So we've got that. The ID bracelet that I'm wearing with all the big diamond weight, almost 5 carats, that's available as well. So call me on that one so you can own that one-of-a-kind bracelet. It's the last and only we have. And this is the big diamond quatrefoil design. Congrats if you get it. Okay, let's move on. What else do we have here? Oh, the cross bangle has come out tonight to play too. It's our last call on the cross though. We've only got 5 total in our diamond cross bangle. And then here we go. The big Tanzanite. If you missed it in the first hour, I know I got way too excited. I showed it too early, but we do have the big 12 karat. And I knew Alexandrite has come out here too. We've got a big round 80. Oh, you got to see this. The Alexandrite lovers have been out in full force of late. We have an Alexandrite round, which is 9065. This is new right now. It is also a very high-end designer style. You are only seeing, wow, part of it right now. I love. This is designer jewelry. This is what it's all about. There's a classic nature to the front, yes, but then you see there's a little more happening, and you're probably getting glimpses of it already. If you know great designer jewelry, you probably know what to anticipate here. It's 112-9065. It is a one in the world. That is the one you're getting. Look at all that color. Dazzling, beautiful greens and blues. Turns to purple red as you see it in incandescent light. How exciting is that? And now we get to bring you the big time value. Big time. It's an 80-point stone, 18 karat solid gold, but you haven't seen the best part of all if you ask me. There's a beautiful pave halo around it, yes. Love the pave going around and around and around, but then the side diamonds are bigger stones that graduate and they're channel set. But let's take a look at the inside and then, oh, but wait. There is something very special happening through the profile on either side of the ring. Those are arches of pave on the side profile. Check that out. Each side, stunning. This is also so rare. We must just praise the fact this is a round. That is so unique to see. A round Alexandrite that's still bright, glistening and gleaming with colors. And I don't mean color, I mean colors. That's not just indicated by, oh yes, you're going to change from one light to another and you're going to go from one color to another. It's actually colors already just in one light. We've only got fluorescent lighting here. That one light is showing us blues and greens. That's what the Brazilian stones are known to do. They give us the blues and the greens. But when it changes, when you're in a incandescent lighting, like a UV lighting, an incandescent light environment, you're going to see the reds and purples. That whole stone transitions to a red and purple. So it's really fascinating. And it's beautiful. And it's rare. And we're going to blow it out right here and now. 80 points. The diamond weight is 76. So there's a lot going on in the diamond weight around it, every which direction. I got to show you. Here it is again. You got to see this on the hand. It's amazing. Oh, good. Did you? Oh, Carolyn, thank you so much, Carolyn. Carolyn, I just got your email. Thank you. I did not know that was you, Carolyn. Thank you. You got one of the ID bracelets earlier. Love that. Thank you so much. I'm so glad she's on her 3rd bracelet from me. That's wonderful to hear. This is what it looks like on the hand, but also there's that profile. So you get that visual of diamonds on either side on the profile. Check that out. And then that round stone just completely, it's perfect. It really is. And that's not something we can say about a lot of Alexandrites. They tend to be very challenged, both on color, on clarity, on size, everything. I'm going to make this a lot easier than it ever should be. And you know how they've been going lately. These late 1 carats, the 1 caraters. Everything I've had in Alexandrite has been so quick to go in the last few weeks, and it's just such a pleasure to bring you a brand new one you've not seen before. Just makes it all the more exciting, exhilarating really when you see these values, and to put brand new on discount, that's my favorite thing. I just love that we don't have to wait for it to be here, and then you're running the risk of missing out on it entirely because some other jewelry lover is going to pick it up before you do perhaps, and while you were waiting for it to go. I hate when that happens because that happens to me a lot when I'm shopping because I love a great value. So sometimes I wait for it to go on sale and then poof, it's gone, it's sold out. And then you know you're never getting it back. You're never getting that second opportunity. So I love that we can just say, here's the best price from the very start and give you that value you love. So instead of $79.99 where it should be, now it goes lower. And here's what we're gonna do. I'll make this easy. Send it out right now. Nobody's on the phone lines yet, and that's a bit surprising the way Alexandrites have been going of late. So let's just go ahead and make this really simple and easy right now. How about $2,999 and $300 extra off that as well? So it will be $26.99 instead. There's a fabulous zircon here too tonight. There are some really elite pieces. We've got affordable earring studs coming up, a trio of options for you. We have the big emerald blowout. Here we are at the halfway point of the show already. So got to get to those emeralds here shortly, but $26.99. That's what elite jewelry looks like. High-end designer styles. Those, it's got every hallmark. How many different setting styles? Pave, channel set, different setting styles, different sizes of diamonds. Heck, even on the sides, you've got a whole graduated design. Goes from larger to smaller as you go from the center on out in just the diamonds that are on the sides of the ring. Then you're adding in that pave. Let's not forget about that pave through the profile because that is really what makes a piece like this special. It's what makes it sing. Remember, you as the wearer see that a lot. So you're gonna see that extra detail on the sides, on the profile. I just think that is really enormously pretty. All right, so that should be going at $26.99. We've got halfway through. I've got to show you what is coming up. This is something I haven't even previewed yet for you. Look at that, Asher cut museum reserve, and we're going to keep the keep this facet pattern going with the baguettes on the side. So that's coming up in this show here tonight. Very excited about that because that's just a little smaller than the one I had last night. And I know some of you missed out on last night's show. You told me, you reviewed it, and you said, oh, I missed out on the 4 carat at that great value. I heard your point about that best per carat value. Well, let me try to help you. If you missed out on the oval we had last night, we've got the Asher cut coming up here tonight. All right, so let's do our emerald wheel. We got a whole wheel of emeralds here. It's going to be starting with, and I do believe we've got some gold and some platinum, and we've got that one to be, let me just mention this really quickly. There's a trio here, which oftentimes we'll see. What does it mean when you have multiple pieces on a wheel at once? It means there is a huge discount coming your way. That design, oh, wait till you see that. Let's keep the channel going here. We've got 3 channels of those really cool Asher cuts in the yellow gold. And then I've got another platinum option for you. Let me do this. Let's just move this one in the front center because that's going to leave us with some symmetry here. We've got the emerald cut over here. These are pieces you've asked about before. They've all been presented on the air. It's just tonight they come down. Whoa. They stop me mid-sentence, mid-syllable, because as an emerald person, I mean, yesterday I brought you an 810. We had an 810 here that was clean. So now we're just going to go a little bit more wearable perhaps, because not everybody's going to wear an 8 carat emerald that we really illustrated how it looks like a 15 carat. This is where you get those more wearable options, but every one of them so clean and so bright. If there was one that was a little bit subpar, it would not be able to sit next to those other gals that are just so vibrant and bright. That's the thing. Across the board, they're all delivering that pristine clarity. And you get the choice of 3 different cuts. Do you want to go paired? Do you want to go traditional emerald cut? Or do you want to go with the multiple Asher cuts that line up in rows together? That's up to you. But you do need to call because this is a heck of a blowout. And all we can do is what we can do here. One of a kind, that's the piece you get. So the question is, which one do you like? Because they're not going to stick around. And the price tag, well, it's nothing short of a blowout. That's what it says up there. That's exactly what this is. It is a serious blowout. But again, you cannot sit back and say, oh, wait. There's no waiting here. When you've got discounts where pieces are taken under cost, In today's jewelry world, that is not something you want to wait on because we have enough people who know the great values that we provide every day. When you got a sale event and then a blowout on a sale event, it just gets to an extreme level of discounting that would not be found anywhere else. So let's walk you through what we have here. 2 platinum, 1 gold. This is platinum, gold, platinum, okay? That'll stay in the yellow, these stay in the platinum. Here's the carat weights we have for you, starting with the largest is going to be our 67-point pear shape right there. Remember that emeralds always look bigger. We saw that last night. Had an 8 carat, it looked like a 15. That's our 67 pointer with 36 points in diamonds. That also has different cuts in diamonds on the side because you have the baguettes and the rounds. Then we go over to the other single stone here, which is going to be our 53-point emerald cut, solid platinum, 76 points in diamonds, both tapered baguettes and rounds together. And then we go with this one, the yellow gold. The yellow gold has a carat 27 total weight in all of those Asher cut Colombians and 29 points in diamonds as well. Why do we have nobody on the phone lines on 3 stunning, pristine, bright, glowing, as green as a stoplight glowing in a misty night? When you approach, and we can't, you know what I'm talking about, right? There's a little chill in the air. It's maybe a little damp outside. Maybe it's that autumnal weather that so many of us are looking forward to. And you see, you're in the car and you see that glow of the stoplight ahead. But because the air is dense with a little bit of mist or a little bit of condensation, you see it just glow. It looks like the stoplight that's this big is this big because it's glowing beyond its light itself. That's what these do. It's like the glow never stops. There's this inner glow. There's this bright green. It's a very stark, bright emerald green, which is exactly what we want emeralds to be. And then you're getting diamonds with them. And I know you might be expecting $59.99. It's a great expectation if you really know jewelry. We're going to take them a lot lower. Take a look at this. Please choose your favorite early. Call me up. Let's get them out the door. They're going to go. We know that. But they're not going to be $59, $49, $39, $29, how about $19.99? We got you value. But we're going even lower. The time is now. And whichever one you want, here's what they all look like on the hand. I love this for some high style, like doesn't need to be worn in a traditional way necessarily. Check that out. There's that. That's so much prettier on the hand because you see how the design goes all the way side to side. You've got those kind of slashes of the diamonds there, and then you've got the emeralds mixed in. Here's the single emerald cut, and here is the pair. So from a distance, what are they doing? Still glowing. Lots and lots of platinum here, lots of gold here, and not a one of them is going to be, I think they might be gone right now, but hold on, we're going even lower. Pick your favorite now. Do not, this one's so easy to wear because it's low profile and it's got multiple stones going side to side. The other two are more of those, you know, centered up solitaires that we love. But here's what I've got to do. I know I got to go lower if we're going to get these out the door fast. We only have 1 hour and 25 minutes to go in the show Friday night. We're back in the morning though. We've got just a short little break between our Friday night and our Saturday morning. Here's how we'll do this. No, not 19. Let's keep going. I need to move them all. Should not be a tough task. But for some reason, sometimes during the summertime months, it can be. Here's what we're going to do. Better than 19, 18, 17, 16, 15. There's 10% happening as well. Blowouts, yeah, when we say off everything, we mean even off the blowout prices. Which one do you like? We're loving the middle one. Loving that yellow gold, loving the richness of the yellow gold with the emeralds, the way it sits so comfortably, so beautifully against the hand, flat to the hand too, where it doesn't stick up or it's not complicated to wear. And it's not going to be $15.99 before your discount. Which one are we loving, Joanne? Do you like the emerald cut, the pear shape, or the one in the middle? Love it. Here's what we're going to do. Not going to be 15. Come on in, everybody. We are giving away jewelry tonight. Don't I do this every night? Oh, and mornings too. Yeah, night times and mornings. I got you covered. The only time I don't give away jewelry is Mondays and Tuesdays because they don't allow me in the building. We don't have a broadcast. But here we are. We'll make it $1,499. Woo-wee. And they're really $13.49. Pear shape's gone. Item number on that one is item number 1127105. Look at this on the hand again. It's already, oh, never mind. That one's going on the pinky here. That one's spoken for. We'll size that for you to whatever you need. Still have the Asher cuts that are going in diagonal. We still have the traditional emerald cut over here. Look at that. That traditional emerald cut, that is the 53 pointer, wasn't it? 53, yep, 53 with 76 points in diamonds. Choose your favorite, $1,349 at checkout instead. $1,349. Okay. We loving the one in the yellow gold there in the middle, or it was in the middle. Now it's off to the right. And then we do, I just want to show you this pink zircon we have. Anybody looking for a museum collectible pink zircon? Wow. Pink zircon. Copper-bearing tourmalines here too in a purple color. Also have a very large 2-carat-40 Pataiba. And if anybody wants to go Alexandrite but with a cert, I've got a GIA certificate on an Alexandrite that is over 1 carat in size. There's the 1 carat plus Alexandrite, so we'll see that too. All right, coming up, let's move on. 60 seconds final, and then we'll be on our way. Emeralds have got to go when they're priced like that. That is stunning, is it not? 55 seconds remaining to go. Our last call on the emerald pieces. Boy, that's some very affordable emerald. There's not a lot of emerald out there at all for $1,349. I mean, I'm talking about other sources of emerald that are usually they can be affordable. Like a lot of emeralds are opaque and they have no real translucency to them or transparency at all. And they kind of are that darker. They look like green rocks. They don't have a lot of wow factor. They don't have any glow or clarity. That would be really tough. I would say even the really low quality emeralds in smaller sizes are going to be tough to find for $1,349. And that's what those rings come down to. So $1,349 to get a platinum or a gold, deciding on which one. They do stay as they are, but either lines of the Asher cuts or you get the bigger emerald cut. It's just fabulous, fabulous value. So that'll be it, guys. 5 seconds left. $14.99 turns into $13.49. We do have our famous cross bangles here. We have a last call. I've got the white and the yellow gold, and we only have one left in the yellow. So that's going to be a little bit, we got to show it really quickly here. A bangle is amazing, but certainly one of the tougher things to do going forward with gold being where it's at. So let's just show you our final look at our cross bangle. This is that sideways design cross, and it's going to be item number 11100352. And we do have the white gold here to show you as well, so we'll get that up here, but it's a lot of 14 karat mirror finished gold first off. And then you also do have that really special diamond design, which is 53 points, or is it 56? Yeah, 56 points in the diamonds going across the way to create that sideways design. One of the great things about the sideways design too is as you wear it, you have the option of either putting it on so it's upright to you as you look down at your wrist, or you can wear it the other way and kind of make it upright to everybody else that looks at it. Kind of just depends on what you prefer there. But I also have the white gold that I'm going to try on the hand. It does have 2 figure-8 safeties in addition to this insert locking closure. So it's really simple and easy to put on because, well, it just couldn't be easier. It's oval in shape. You've got a little textured button which allows you kind of the perfect way to spot where you're going to open it up. And you have a really fabulous design here. So it keeps it always perfectly setting. So this is how it works, just in case you're not familiar with our oval hinged bangles. This is how it's going to look. So when you actually open it up, it's all going to align here. So when it actually clicks closed, it's locked. And then you've got 2 extra figure-8s just to make sure it is locked for good. But then you just open it right on up. And then it's really easy to actually put it on because it's got that side opening. So it could not be any easier, really, unless you have the one that's never been opened before. So there you go. So that's how you do it. You simply pop it on your wrist here and then align it, click it closed, and you are out the door. So you've got a great design here that, like I said, I would probably, well, let me put it on the proper way for you guys at home to see it this way. It's a little bit, I can't see what I'm doing over on that other side, but you can get an idea here of what it's going to look like size-wise. And then also please do call me on this Pave curb link ID bracelet that we have one of. That is also available tonight. But that's what the cross bangle looks like, upright to the outside world. The other way, if you want to look down at it and see it upright on your wrist. But that's how it looks. So you can really see that elongation. I also, one of the crosses I've collected over the years is a really large elongated thin cross like this, but it's a pendant. And I'll tell you, it's the piece I wear and probably get the most compliments on when I do wear it. It's very large and it's very similar in the proportion. And we'll go back up close so you can see the two together here, because I want you to know this is our last yellow gold option we have. And then we've got a couple of them in the white gold, but it is going to be our last chance. And I do believe, as a cross collector, as I said, I will say that what I have the most of, like a lot of cross collectors, is cross pendants, something for the neckline. But given what we know, the reasons we wear the cross, and given that, keeping that top of mind, I think that it's more, even maybe a little bit more sensical to just wear it in places we, the wearer, can see it all the time. Because the necklace we don't see as often. We might get a glimpse here and there when we walk by a mirror, but we're really seeing rings and bracelets the most often. Even earrings, we're not seeing as often. So if you're wearing this as a symbol of faith for yourself and a reminder of strength and love and faith and all of the things that the cross embodies, then you probably want to see it all the time. And think about it, you don't really see anything as much as you see your rings and your bracelets. They're always right there in front of you. We're working and using our hands all day long. So the cross is something you see all the time when it's worn in this way. So I love that about this bangle, this concept, this style. So let's take a look at it. We have the white and the yellow gold here for you, and it's 56 points. Again, last one in yellow. Yellow and diamonds together have been our most popular choice by far of late. So you know that yellow gold's going to go. I literally can't make any more unless they would be at a higher price to accommodate where gold's at today. This was made, I think we all know by now, a 111 prefix item number is from a long time ago. So it's not like we're seeing a price tag that reflects what today's gold pricing is. Yes? The what? Just put it up for a presentation? Who's asking for it? Kimmy, but I want it. I'm kind of hoping that nobody really, I know, I could say nobody notices it. It's impossible to not notice it. The only way you're not noticing that bracelet is if you're not watching the show, right? That bracelet. I will do that. Kimmy, we're going to show it next for you. We'll show it next. I will take it off and we'll show it to you. But this is going to be our 56-point diamond cross bangle. Let's go ahead and blow it out. This is one last time. Only have what I have here. That's it. Let's blow it out for $19.99 a bangle. You get $200 extra off. And she can go in and stay on the phone lines too, which would probably be advisable because we haven't presented this yet, but I know you've been seeing it all night, so we know it's going to go quickly, and there is only one. Joanne, you may want to let her know that we only have a 7-inch. It is 7 inches. So it's meant to fit an average size wrist, and it does have an insert closure, which is a lot easier to put on than other types of styles like lobster claws when it's a bracelet. It is. It's a very easy closure. So I love that because when you have a fluid link like this is, it can be challenging to put on by yourself. Usually you need some help. So I love that this one's got that insert closure. We're talking about this bangle, but also this one coming up is the ID bracelet I've been wearing, which is the ID bracelet with almost 5 carats in diamonds and the finishing and the curb link. And that is going to be our style that you're going to, well, we only have one, so let's show it next. We'll get that one out the door. And then here we are with our incredible $17.99 cross bangle. All right, let's keep on moving. I'm probably going to need a way to prop this up, because this one is pretty heavy. And it's 112-8506. Here's what I've been wearing. And we'll go ahead and show you here at this angle. I know I'm gonna have to like set it up a little bit for you, but it's kind of fun to see it from this perspective at first because it has 2 different curves going on. One curve is going to be like a smile that's gonna keep it sitting perfectly atop your wrist, okay? So that's the first curve. The second is it's actually concave. The top portion is not flat. It's curved a bit as well through the inside. So when you actually have it, let me use both tweezers here, and item number is 112-8506. It's 4 carats 90 in diamonds. I'm gonna do this as gingerly as I can to show you what it's all about, because sitting upright is, well, the perfect curve of those big diamonds, Pave, where you see them even from the side profile, which I think is really cool. So that's how it sits from a profile view. You see the honeycomb finishing it has as well. And then the curb link, which is just hot, 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 is also gonna be the link style. It's just almost impossible to just hold here for you, but there you can see, yeah. Hi, Tracy, what'd Tracy do? She picked something up? Oh, really? Oh, that's a beautiful ring. She'll love it. Thank you, Tracy, and hello to you. Happy Friday. Let's do this. I want to show you this closure because that's really important. If this was just a lobster claw, it can be difficult. So as I put it on the wrist, where it's been all night, you'll see this is the insert closure. So it's a box closure instead. So one side, let me show you the other side, is going to slide right on in. And then of course you want to make sure that your curb link is always sitting at one angle, okay? So make sure that it's sitting. If it's all twisted and turned, it's going to sit a little bit shorter than 7 inches. I don't have an 8-inch anymore. We only have 7 inches. The 8-inch is already sold. So I only have the 7-inch left, but you want to just make sure that it's going to sit flat, no twists, and then you literally line it up, lock it in place. I'm going to do that for you here so you can see how, let me put my fingers behind it so you can see how seamless that closure is. And then you do have 2 figure 8s as well. So I'll show it up close as well. It'll be a little easier to see there. So you can see that great clasp and closure and the figure 8s it's got, and then we'll set it up right for you. And there is only one 7 inches. It's meant to give a little bit of room to move. Even if you have an average size wrist like I do, still gives it a little bit of room to move. It is an enormous piece of jewelry. It really is. I mean, you've been seeing it on my wrist from all the way across the room all night long. If you don't mind, I'm just going to put something behind it so you can see it upright here as well, so that it can prop up, because I do want you to see those amazing diamonds that we have right up front, because they're the same gorgeous VS diamonds we adore and we love, but they're really big. It may be Pave, but they're all really, really large. Obviously, the bracelet itself is going to puddle. That's just the beauty of the link style. Here's what I've got. One only. It's supposed to be $14,999. It will not be. Stays in the white gold. Still have some of the cross bangles that are verifying right now. This is major. It takes the ID style, which we had earlier, by the way. I brought out the customizable 86-point ID style that we had with the Pave. This is much bigger individual diamonds, though. We're using individual, a lot of people, and it's usually the case where Pave is usually teeny tiny diamond accents. This is where they are not. You don't get to 5 carats in diamonds by putting a lot of little stones together. These are enormous stones put together side by side in perfect formation and smooth to the touch. It's not going to catch on anything. We only have one. It's under $10,000 tonight. It's not $99, $89, $79. This is the discount of all discount savings events. So if you can't discount it today, when can you? We got 10% off, which is also going to account for a lot of extra savings. This is more than just a diamond weight. It's about a ton of gold weight as well. That makes it so important and so impressive. And it's not $79, $69. I got one big bracelet here. We got one price tag. One person is going to be enjoying this, what I think is your everyday wearable. Let me show it on the wrist again. In case you have not seen it all night, I have been wearing, oh, it's, by the way, got the little button release, so it's really easy to unlatch. So there's that button right there. It's on top of that closure, so it's really, really simple. And I can put it on in a flash. I mean, this is something that, again, you can do yourself. I find that bracelets oftentimes that are like a softer link like this, you need help. You need someone to like hold it, or you're trying to contort your body all different ways to try and put it on. This is really not the case here. It's just so beautifully easy to wear. So that's what it looks like from a distance. And we're going to make it better than even $69.99. First caller, you'll wear it for a lifetime. You will love it forever. It is, to me, the one and only you need. Yes, you could stack. I was stacking it earlier with another ID bracelet. I don't think you need to. This is the ultimate high-level bracelet. And look at it from the side profile. You still see diamonds from the profile. That's because it's got that concave design. So it comes up a little higher at the edges, dips down through the middle. This finishing makes sure that it's smooth. That's never going to catch on anything. It's never going to pinch skin. This is just all about luxury. But let's face it, it's got an edge to it. It is cool, it is sexy, it is stylish, and it's going to be only $5,999, and you get $600 off that price. Yes, you do. So $53.99 when you've got an enormous amount of gold, a nearly 5-carat diamond weight, and of course showing off those bright white diamonds in the white gold. That's the way to do it. So $53.99, and I got lots of people talking about it. We only have the one. And that won't be mine to wear anymore if it's gone, and I have a feeling it will be. What a value that is. Amazing. Amazing. And it'll give you just enough room. So if you have an average size wrist, it's not going to be skin tight, but it's also not going to flip, because that's why we do that arc to the design. So it keeps those diamonds up front If you have anywhere between a 6.5 and 7-inch wrist, you're going to wear this where it keeps those diamonds always perfectly right up top without flipping, but that beautiful design and the way it's made in the back is so perfectly done. All right, so we're going to go back to our close-up because I'm going to show you something else in diamonds in an earring that is our last call with these burnished diamonds. These are such a great designer style that we've been seeing recently of late. This has got that trail of diamonds that goes right through the middle, like a constellation design, but it's like different sizes, and there's kind of something just kind of organic about the way they look. They don't look too perfect because it's not just a straight line. So they do this kind of like champagne bubble effect done against the backdrop of satin finished gold, and they're just enormously pretty, aren't they? Yes. Thank you. Our ID bracelet just sold. Thank you. Let me know who got it, because I was planning on wearing it and buying it in an hour, and now I can't. So Miriam, my congratulations and best to you. Take good care of that bracelet and wear it with a lot of joy and happiness. I know you will. Also, this is an earring that is item number 1128541. Now that's nice too, because the big diamonds mixed with somewhat smaller diamonds going all the way through this kind of zigzagging line through your earring. Isn't that amazing? So, and boy, that bracelet, I'm gonna miss that bracelet. Hey, Joanne, you have to tell Miriam. Does Miriam have my email address? Because I'm gonna do what I do when I really fall in love with something. You send her that offer. If she ever tires of that bracelet, have her email me, okay? So I'm serious. Nobody's ever taken me up on that, but I'm very serious about that, Miriam. Let me talk to Miriam. Miriam, LaurenBlairTV@gmail.com. If you ever, I will buy that bracelet back from you. I will. I love that bracelet. I'm sad it left. I was literally going to buy it at 8 o'clock tonight, but again, look, bare naked wrist, no more bracelet. Thank you, Miriam. Enjoy it. Enjoy it. And again, wear it with a lot of pride and a lot of joy, because you're going to be turning heads everywhere you go in that bracelet. So well done. Thank you, Miriam. All right, so let's take a look at the earrings. These are designer as well. I'm going to show these to you on. They're a hoop, and they're fabulous, but they're 61 points in diamonds in, yellow gold only. And hey, 3 cheers for having a little bit of quantity on some things tonight. Like I got a couple of pairs of these. It's been nice. In diamonds, we've had what? We had a couple of different things earlier. Everything's selling out. We are loving diamonds tonight. It's clearly a theme. It's going to be a theme of the whole weekend. I'm going to have some big diamond studs for you with halos over the weekend. They're amazing. So we want to try these on. If you haven't seen these, it was kind of the earring to an entire set that brought us beautiful burnished. We call it burnished because the diamonds are set into the gold. And then you've got the satin finishing, which, I love me some texture in fabrics and textiles, but I like it even better in jewelry, because we expect jewelry to just be always high polished, and the truth is that you don't need a high polish to have it glow. And that's what I love about this earring. Perfect next to the face. Obviously, the first thing, I was just talking about this with the cross bangle, is that it's what we see all the time, our rings and bangles, but what everybody else sees first and foremost are our earrings and our pendants and our necklaces. So I love the idea that this is really right next to the face, giving beautiful attributes, showing off that glow. I mean, there's such a thing as a lot of us makeup junkies will know that there's a lot of beautiful, highlighters we'll use to accentuate different curves and contours. So it almost is like when you get this satin finishing to the gold, which look at how easy this is. You want to talk about easy to pop on. Well, it's got a hinge closure. That's called the Omega style. It just flips right in place and boom, you're good to go. I'll pop one on the ear for you. They are so, again, to that glow. Let's talk about that glow story. It's like that highlight, but it's happening here in the gold that is so tremendous. I just think this is the prettiest earring. And yet it's still a hoop, but it's not the traditional, okay, we've seen it before, inside out style. It's a hoop, but it's giving this great extra little drama, because you have the satin finishing, you have the diamonds that are burnished instead, so they're set down in. That is just, that's a beautiful look. And to get that soft glow that you have there, but still getting the brightness and brilliance of the diamonds. And you see how they're not too dramatic of a drop. They're just sitting right where they should, but sitting out properly to the world. It's one all enclosed, all self-closing, all-encompassing earring. It's just fabulous. Let's go back to the wheel. Just want to show them to you. I mean, they're just so easy on, off. They are tremendous. Let's do these for, let's just blow them out. $39.99, not going to be. There's just a wearability, but they're also smooth to the touch, so no catching on anything, no sharp edges. Look at the side finishing. Now the side finishing, interestingly enough, is mirror polished. So it does have a texture change there from the satin finishing from the front to the high polish of the side profile. Hey, Andy, if you'd be a doll, can you turn off the wind machine for me? Thank you. I've had enough of that. All right, so here we go. It's really just the extra air conditioning for the lights. So I got to freeze up here so that the lights can stay on. That's how this works. It's a weird, it's a whole weird thing. It's a juxtaposition. You got 108 degrees outside. It's like, 69 degrees in here just for those precious lights to stay behaving. Anyway, so here we go. Yeah, Tony will probably eventually, I don't even know what it is in the control room, probably like 280 degrees in the control room. But here we go. So maybe we'll just move the wind machine into you, Tony. That'd be better. So how about $39.99 coming on down? That's going to be, did Kimberly just, is that Kimberly? Who picked up the bracelet? Wait a minute. No, that wasn't Kimberly who picked it up. Oh, my goodness, Kimberly, thank you so much. I just got your email, Kimberly. Thank you, thank you, thank you. She has been shopping with us for 2.5 months, and she has got quite the collection going. Thank you. I'm so glad you love everything. Oh, she loves our VS Diamonds. Thank you, Kimberly in Texas. I'm so glad to hear that. That is wonderful to hear. And welcome. You're pretty new with us. 2.5 months. I would consider that pretty new. I'd say she's a jewelry or TVON newbie. We're glad to have you, Kimberly in Texas. Thank you so much. I'll tell you what, we'll blow these earrings out for you and we'll make them a lot better. Let's just go ahead and get you a great deal. Under $2,000? Yes. Under $1,500? Yes. We've got about a minute and a half until we're into our last hour of our Friday night party. I'm going to preview what's coming up this weekend. We've got a Tanzanite at the top of the hour, 90 seconds away from that Tanzanite deal. I can't wait. So this is going on. Let's make these earrings really affordable. How about $13.99? And only yellow gold's available and only a couple of pairs available. And then we'll be on our way. Top of the hour is going to bring out that gorgeous Asher cut Tanzanite. So we're excited about that. And boy, did we have a party last night. It wasn't Club TVON technically, but we had a party last night with Tanzanite, our 4-carat. I'm going to bring out a 3-carat 44 tonight in a fancy cut. We're going to bring that to you. This is amazing. So $13.99. Make sure you grab that as quickly as you can. And then, does anyone want a better look at that Alexandrite flash, that big GIA certified carat 16 pear shape? And we added pink diamonds and white diamonds. There it is. There she is. You know what? I bet you we can get this out the door in about 1 minute's time. Take a look at it. Well, I got a GIA cert to show you, but let me talk about 7352 as quickly as I can. That's a bridge mounting, pink and white diamonds, GIA cert, carat 16 stone, and whoa, 35 points in the pink and 76 points in the white. I love it. Here's the cert that's going to show you a photograph of what we cannot. And how it goes from, because I only got one light source and not a lot of fancy light boxes here, which is good because you're only seeing what it really looks like, but we need a color change to be shown here in the GIA cert. So they've got the photographs of your fluorescent and incandescent light environment there. You've got the seal. Now these are pretty straightforward on these colored stone certs. Little diamonds get a little more intricate, but here's your one loose stone, carat 16, your measurement at 5.5 by 8, and then you've got the natural Alexandrite and that green to purple. So pear-shaped stone, you get the cert. It makes appraisals a breeze. If you're thinking about getting jewelry appraised or insured, I recommend doing both. I do. Maybe not on everything, but on important pieces like this, I recommend it. We're going to do this at an amazing value. A huge discount as we have reached the top of the hour, so Tanzanite is up and coming. But I really want to make this easy right now, and this is that one big stunning. It's always tough to go over a carat in Alexandrite. We've done it. It's, well, I can't say we. That makes it sound like I made it in a lab, and that's one thing we don't do. One thing we don't do, I don't do lab grown. We don't have that lab grown. We have natural. So the best of the best, the natural, the rare, the specialty, all of that's important, but you are also getting this really gorgeous color because they can be all over the map. We saw one earlier in a round. It had a little more of that lighter aqua blue green. This is more of that intense, more, it still has the blue green, but it's more of that green to start. Then it's got a little bit of the blue coming through. The purples are going to be there. Of course, you have to change your light environment to see the purple and red come through as you will. But to get over carat and Alexandrite is really what is so remarkable about this stone. That's tough to do. Take a look at it, durable as well, and we're going to make this really affordable right now. No longer $99.99. You know the purpose of this Friday night, of this big event. You know what we're doing. We are getting everything down to its rock bottom, crazy low. Take a look at this on the hand. There it goes. Look at that. That's one way to wear it. I'll show you the other as well. Pink diamonds are going to run all the way through and under. Your double halo has the pink and then the white as well. And then here's what it looks like the opposite way on the hand. Boom. You got it good to go, ready to wear whatever you like. And we're going to make this really affordable. Not even $7,500. Look at that. See, just changing it from this angle to this, you see a little bit more of the blues now, don't you? See a little more of the blues coming on through, plus your pink and your white diamonds as well. And we'll make it better than $75 or $69.99 or even $59.99. Back to it we go, and not even close. Oh, you're going to love this. $4,999 with $500 extra off. How nice is that? $44.99 instead, and yep, it's Tanzy time coming up for our top of the hour. Can't wait. We're going to show you one of our very, very best, and I got a record now to live up to. We set a new record last night. We beat everybody else last night with, you know, they got the lower quality and we got the higher. We beat their prices, even with a better quality stone. So what we're going to see coming up in just mere moments, because that one's got to go $44.99. Give it some thought. We still have a couple of those bangles left. You've got a few opportunities here to pick up pieces from earlier, but honestly, this Friday night's been a busy one. So call us quickly if you have anything you want to ask about, but let's get to our top of the hour. Here we are, our last 57 minutes together tonight. I see you back here in the morning in a couple hours, so don't worry, we've got more shopping to do. But look at that. That is a stunner, and you want to see Museum Reserve, but in something that's a really wearable, attainable, very versatile size, because I can bring you 20 carats. I had a 12 carat earlier tonight. That was fun. We're going to probably have to recap that 12 carat. By the way, welcome to the show. Glad you're with us. If you just tuned in, welcome, welcome. Happy Friday to you. Glad you're with us tonight. My name is Lauren Blair. This is TVON. We have a little less than an hour left, actually. So not a lot of time left. We still have a couple of pieces available from earlier if you want to call and ask about any of those, talk to your operators. But this is going to go very, very quickly. And here's how we do this. It's really simple. You dial in. You get a great discount. You get a great value. I discount first. You discount second. We're all happy. I get to move a lot of jewelry at better prices than I ever have before. You get the deal of a lifetime. And just about, it was literally 24 hours ago, I had a 4 carat stone. It was an oval, so a little more of a classic standard size or shape. But it was some yellow diamonds. Now, there's still traditionalists out there who want to see a fancy cut, white diamonds. That's what we have supplied you with tonight. The fancier of cuts, the little more high end of the cuts being the Asher. So it's a wasteful cut. Think of it, you're cutting a square. So it's a lot more wasteful when you start with that rough crystal. But then you've got the step faceting, which in my opinion shows off the red flashes better than anything else does. And then we carried that through. So speaking of step facets, we've added those baguette diamonds. So something more fancy on the sides as well with the baguettes that run along the sides that give it a nice little balance, okay? A nice anchor to the sides here. So this will be, item number is 1129098. Welcome on in, last of Friday here. So proud and thrilled and just amazed at what we're doing here on these values, but let me just make sure you see this upright to eye level. It's a 3 carat 44 Asher. It sure is. So it's only slightly smaller than the one I did showcase last night, but then you've got the fancier cut, and we've got 23 points in the diamonds among the 4, 2 on each side, keeping that symmetry there. And you know, we had an emerald cut diamond and a necklace that sold very quickly earlier tonight. This is the same kind of thing. The baguettes and the emerald cuts are very closely related, and they look divine with the Asher, but you've got that same powerful flash, which we were talking about earlier, that we love the way a baguette and an emerald cut can allow a white diamond to look. We love the way that it shines. It gives you such a direct, beautiful, still flash and brilliance. You're still gonna see all the rainbow colors, but you're getting extra flash that you don't even get from a round brilliant, not to mention these are very big stones individually. 23 points, you divide that by 4, well, you still got basically 5, almost 6 pointers each. So they're really good stones. And all we need to do is blow it out. White gold only on this one. It stays in the white gold here in the 14K. Best recommended with the white of the diamonds there. We've got a slight elevation to the side diamonds there at first. You see the side. Actually, let me show you this profile. See how they're stacked? So it's almost like, think of it as the most elegant staircase you've ever seen. And how about that angle showing the reds as well from the side? Let me try it on for you. You're going to see an upright view. You're going to get a nice size scale perspective here as well, and also see how those reds are going to look, because just that lower light that this provides shows a lot more of the reds that you're expecting to see in person. And we've got, it's all about the value. It's all about a value. And that's what I'm here to provide. And let's just say this. Last night, true story, live on the air, I was presenting a Tanzanite 4-carat oval. And 2 of you, my viewers, had messaged me at the same time virtually. And I was showing a Tanzanite. True story, this really happened. If you were with me, you know, so I apologize if you already were here with us and saw this. And if you were witnessing this in real time. But 2 viewers had contacted me, and we were talking about per carat price, and I was mentioning that obviously we have the best in the world, the blue-winged block Ds, nobody else does. And 2 of you had chimed in and said that you were watching a show earlier before I came on the air, somewhere else on your television dial, and you had noticed that there was some, you know, some inferior quality material, Tanzanite, going for $4.95 a carat. They were in rings and various other sort of pieces, and you'd said that that was a pretty good price. You were wondering if I could top it. I stood on this air live and literally just went with it. I said, let's get our 4-carat, which is the best material ever mined. One source in the world, by the way. One source. That's it. One source. I took our material, which is the absolute best ever offered anywhere, and I got you down to a better per carat price. That was just yesterday. That was 24 hours ago on a nearly the same carat weight. This is a fancier cut. Let's take a look at it, and let's get you those big diamonds still, and let's make this really attainable, affordable, something you can try, something you can add to the collection. Maybe you don't have an Asher, maybe you want one for everyday wear, but you gotta call me because I'm just gonna give you the price of a lifetime. And look where it's supposed to be. Just for reference point, I'm not kidding you, there's the ring, that is the price. Should be $59.99 tonight right now with 10% off, which would be $600 save, which would be $5,400. Okay, great. I don't care. I'm here on a mission to give you a price so I can actually say to you, we've got the best price, we've got the best value, and the best material. You already know we have the best material, but now I need to get you the best price so that there's no excuse to not own the Blue Wing Block D Museum Reserve. Because I can understand if you said, but Lolo, someone's selling it cheaper. We all have budgets. I get that. And if you said, but someone's got it for cheaper, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to get a little lower quality because I want to spend less. That is perfectly understandable, and I would say whatever works for you. However you prioritize, we all have different prioritizes or priorities and preferences. But if you want to say without a shadow of a doubt that you have the best quality material in the world and you got the best price, that to me leaves no excuse. It means you don't have to concede. It means you don't have to sacrifice one bit of quality. It means you deserve, I know you deserve the best, so I want to make sure you can get the best and save a bunch of money to do it. So that's why we have this here. And it's not going to be $59, $49, $39 because none of that's going to get me down to the lowest per carat price in the world. So now I know what I did yesterday. Didn't we get something down to like $4.50 a carat? 59, 49, 39, and 29 aren't going to get us there. So this is just about value. And I'm giving you better quality, fancy cut, enormous VS diamonds on the sides, solid gold. Those aren't just diamond accents. We got big, big baguettes on the sides. And it's not even going to be $1,999 because we also have to keep into account we're giving you 10% off, so $19.99 turns into $17.99. Turns into a per carat price that's going to be really ridiculously low and a great value anybody could join in on. But the truth is, I'm here to wow you. And you need to dial in because even right now, that's not bad. That's going to be $522 a carat. But see, I'm trying to break the record I set last night. 24 hours ago. This is crazy good. I cannot believe what I'm about to do here for you. Please call early. Please call early. It is something that I harp on all the time because I have to witness everybody, all these people every night missing out on pieces, emails saying, can you make me another? Here's what I've got. You've got to call early if you want a chance at it. It's not even $19.99, nor is it 18 or 17 or 16 or 15. There's still 10% happening. If there ever was a piece that really is the definition of a giveaway in the best Tanzanite in the world, I gotta believe it's this one. I gotta believe it's this design with the higher end cut, with the big fancy diamonds, all of that coming your way, white gold only. That's how it stays. It's not going to be 15. Operators, is anyone, nobody's verifying yet? Oh my gosh, okay. Well, maybe it's not a Tanzanite night, but I'll tell you what, I think when this actual delay, because we got like a 2-3 minute delay, when this delay hits, the phone lines are gonna be wild. And it's, oh, by the way, 10% off. And it is not going to be, oh, no, it's not even $15.99. Operators, let me know. This is so monumental what's happening right now. And this ring is so perfect in my mind. Now, I love a good fancy cut. I love spending more to get a fancy cut. Now, you're not spending more, but you are getting fancy cuts throughout. The diamonds, the Tanzanite, everything. Do you want it? Tell you what I'm going to do, guys. It's not even $15.99. This is prior to 10% off. Save more money. This is the ultimate. And by the way, right now, $15.99 times, well, 10% off, that's $14.39, a $344, that's like $418. No! Oh my goodness, guys, I just made this, that's $418 per carat. I've never had a blue wing museum, I've never had a museum reserve price that way, never. I've already set a record, and I'm gonna keep on going because I don't want this to stay here. And what do I always tell you? It's not about what you can get. If that was the case, I could have left it at $59.99 and given you a value. That is a value. The fact that I have taken thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars off, that's what we do here. That's why you need to make this yours, because this is not gonna last, and it's not even $15.99. Take 10% off. Oh, and by the way, if you want a money-back guarantee, don't take 10% off. If you want a money-back guarantee, you get it for the price that's on here. If you do, so did I say that correctly? Like I said, I've been offering this the last couple days. If you are new, because maybe if you're new and you're going, I don't know about this TVON. These prices seem really, really good. Is it going to look like that? Here's what I want you to do. If you want to just take it for the price on the year, you can have a money-back guarantee. If you want to take the extra 10% off and save additional money, that's going to be all sales final. So you get to decide, because I don't want to leave any new shoppers who haven't been part of our family yet. I don't want to leave you out from the discounts. This is a discount, but it's not $15.99. Come on in. Let's go even lower. Guys, remember, it's only white gold, so we're just needing to know your ring size. Choose a ring size, and that's all you got to do. It's white gold only. It is a ring size of whatever you want it to be, and it's $1,499, and you're not even paying that. It's $13.49 at checkout if you want to take that 10% off. So that's how you do it. $14.99. What in the world have I just done? Well, basically, oh, this will be fun math. Let me do this. That's $13.49 at checkout. For a 344 stone, that would be $392 a carat. We have just gone all-time low on a blue wing, Block D, Tanzanite. Oh my goodness, you don't find that anywhere. That's a good $100 lower than what other people are getting for inferior Tanzanite. Yes. Of course, here's the inside, the sides, the detail, the profile, on the hand, all of that. Here it is. Boom, there's the inside. Oh, excuse the little inventory tag residue. This is how it comes down. The basket is going to, of course, there's something that's propping that up. That's something that's holding that stone in place. So you've got that basket work. The diamonds do the same. They're elevated a bit. Let me try it on again. Let me show you the profile. So like I said, it's going to be elevated a bit because you got to accommodate for the culet of that center. This is what it looks like on the hand right there. That is to me, it's everyday wearable size. I mean, it's still bold. It's not a small stone by any stretch of the imagination, but it's very much in a scale of everyday wearable, I would say. And for $392 a carat, that is crazy. It's so crazy good, you'd be foolish not to get one, with all due respect. I mean, really, I know some of you already have a Tanzanite. I get that. We've sold a lot of them over the last nearly 7 years. I've been bringing this particular quality, this particular collection right here at TVON. I've been here 9, but we've only had the blue wings for coming up on 7 years now. So I have sold tens of thousands of blue wing Block Ds. Literally, they have a computer that knows what I've sold. Like, it's tens of thousands. This is a gal who, in my career, I've sold over $1 billion. That's a billion with a B. B as in, yes, $1 billion Blair. I mean, really, you're not the face of fine jewelry on television nationwide for 25 years without selling a lot of jewelry. And yet, here we are standing in an era where gold is going crazy and diamonds are doing the same and Tanzanites are getting close to being mined out. Let's just face it. That's what the rumor mill is saying. The rumor mill of gem mining is going, there's not a lot of years left of Tanzanite. Even if you're willing to go with the regular standard Block C, that's all that's coming out. Block D is done. Block D has been extinct and done and closed for like 16 years. So this is a private collection that is only here. And that's why I am so proud I can bring you a value like this. And it's $1,349 where I tell you, you really can't buy a gold band. You can't buy a gold band in 14 karat gold on its own for $1,349. You really can't. So this is crazy good. And it's why you're here. And it's why I hope you're with me every single show I do, because I do 5 a week. We're here 15 hours a week. It's Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday nights from 5 to 8. And it's Saturday and Sunday daytime from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. Pacific. That's when we're here. That's when we work this magic. And quite frankly, you can't miss a show. Can't miss a minute of a show from start to finish because, hey, let's face it, 15 hours a week, that's what a lot of us spend in just screen time on our phones or our computers in a day. So hopefully if you're a real jewelry lover and devotee, you're with me. You set aside 15 hours of your week and you get to be privy to these values, these unbelievable, undeniable, best of the best. Nobody else can touch it. I am $100 plus per carat less than what the quote unquote competition can do. And they only have lower quality material. I'm sorry. Nobody has this material except us. So anywhere else you'd be shopping for Tanzanite, fine, that's fine. There's plenty of it out there. It's really everywhere. But it's not going to be as good a quality as the Blue Wing Block D. That's all that I can say, because that's the absolute truth of it matter, is that this is the best. It is exclusively ours. It is only here. And you have this ring for $1,349. It's ridiculously good. We still have a Pataiba to come. I've got 2 Pataibas. I do want to remind you there's a 12 karat Tanzanite also. I know I showed it early. Quite frankly, it was too early. So I'll show the 12 karat again because that's also got an incredible per carat. We can get you a 12 karat stone with even more diamond weight for a really truly incredible per carat price as well. So that's something to consider, because I did a really good per carat price on a 12 karater also in an oval. So if you want to go traditional or you want to go larger or you just like more diamond weight, we will have that 12 karat coming back out so we can move that before the show tonight is over. And oh, do you want to see a little preview while we're just sitting here? We've got a preview of some diamond earrings that are coming up mañana, tomorrow in the morning. Look at this. Oh my goodness, these earrings. We've never had an earring quite like what you are going to see tomorrow in white diamond oval. Look at that. That's a preview. Look at how beautiful. We got white diamond earrings tomorrow. Ovals. You know what that means? They look bigger than they even weigh. There's going to be, oh, look at that. It's going to be over a carat in diamonds, or close to. Very close to a carat in diamonds. Some of you will get a carat or more. There's a minimum. So that's going to be a diamond earring. Oh, and look at this band coming up on Sunday. So again, we've got 2 weekend shows, Saturday and Sunday mornings, 10 a.m. Pacific time. That's 1 p.m. Eastern. And on Sunday, I'm going to bring you a princess cut, invisibly set, gorgeous, classic, stackable band ring that looks like that. That's coming up on Sunday. So the earrings are tomorrow. Let me show this real quick on the hand, Tony, because I know I don't want to take away too much from our Tanzanite, but that is a princess cut diamond band. I've got white, rose, and yellow all stacked together. This is the ultimate stack ring. Put them on next to other pieces. That's going to be coming up Sunday. So the diamond earrings, the big old ovals, coming up tomorrow morning. That's in a few hours. Starts at 10 a.m. Pacific, noon Central Time, and 1 p.m. Eastern. I've got the diamond band you saw there. That's going to be coming up on Sunday morning, 10 a.m. noon Central, 1 p.m. Eastern. So we've got quite a weekend ahead of diamonds, diamonds, and more diamonds. And oh, I've got an earring blowout as well tonight for you, an earring stud blowout. So we'll do that too, and then we'll recap some things. And sorry, that got a little off kilter there. So there it is. So that's our Tanzanite. And then we've got also, do I have anything left to review with you from earlier? Yes, I do. I've got 1 emerald left. I've got the signet ring with the diamonds. I've got our 5.5 carat diamond dome ring as well from earlier also. So plenty of great jewelry still hanging out. Plus we have about 39 minutes still to go. So So I would also love to open it up to any requests you might have. If there is something you would like to see, please, by all means, let me know what that might be. I can bring anything out from the vault as long as it's available. Happy to bring it out and discount it for you. But this is, remember, this is the diamond signet ring we had, kind of a signet style, squared off design, men's or ladies, white gold only. That is only $699 if you want to pick that up, with great finishing on the interior. I'm going to grab a sip of water because it's about that time. I'm going to need a little splash of water, and then I'll be right back with you. So I'm not going anywhere. Just going to take a couple seconds here. And well done. Well done. If you picked up anything tonight, I do have a Tanzanite pendant and a fancy cut as well. Speaking of Tanzanite fancy cuts, if Melanie happens to be out there, I know she's been looking for some fancy cut Tanzanite earrings. I did go through everything today for you. Found a pair you might like, discounted them. That's a fancy cut pendant. Ooh, that's a good one. That's an 8-carat 30. Let me just show this really quickly. If anybody wants a huge stone in a very striking pendant with the bail up at that pointed top, that's going to be 8412 is your item number, and that would be the 830 fancy cut with an 18-point diamond weight. One fabulous look. And I got you a deal. Let's see if we can make it a special per carat deal, like we have done with everything. This is my 8-carat 30. Diamond weight is 18 points. Like, we got a couple 8s there. It's 8-8 today, so crazy 8 day. One only, white gold only. Here's what I'll do. I got to show you the size from a distance away. We're going to send everything out the door. We have 35 minutes or so left in the show. Requests are welcome. Help us out with those. Tell us what you'd like to see before we go. Here is the Tanzanite pendant. On the hand, we'll show it on the neckline. Look at all the red. See, this is like an emerald cut, but tapered. So it's a little bit more, not a full pyramid, not like it's coming to one point. It is with the diamonds, but the stone itself, you're gonna have a 1-inch total top to bottom length. I'll show it on the neckline here as well, so you can get another really good visual on the size and the scale and how that's gonna look when you pop your favorite chain with it. Just put your favorite chain on with it and you are ready. That is so pretty. I love this shape. The elongation of it is so attractive. I think it really, the point, the way it's gonna point up towards the clavicle there is just really just attractive, very feminine, but also very bold at the same time. And we'll go back up close. I just wanted you to see that size that you're getting. And we'll make this really a very affordable piece. For a fancy cut, which obviously should be more, always a premium price tag, at least there should be to a fancy cut stone. We'll do that right now, under $99.99. That's where it is supposed to be. Slated to go out at just under $10,000 here tonight. We're gonna make it even better. I'll make it $4,299 only. 42, but that would be $430 off that price, which is going to take it well below $4,000 and make it one of our best. There's a huge Pataiba here, a 240 in the size. That's very exciting. A 2-carat 40 Pataiba, and it's a 3-stone style. My goodness, is this ever pretty. 112, 4669. Look at that. 466. Oh, come on now. Fancy kite cut. Oh, look at that. We have seen so many gorgeous diamonds today. Bigger individual stones, both centered up and flanking other stones. Look at that. 112, 4669. This is quite something here. That is magnificent. Blues and greens, that's Pataiba tourmaline for you right there. That's what we want to see. It's an 18-karat gold setting. It's a 240 stone. It's got fabulous kite cuts. They are 38 points overall. Means 19 points each there. So really close to a 1/5 of a carat. And this is surprisingly affordable. Now, those little needles, there's a little bit, what you might see is like little tiny slash marks there. Those are the copper needles. Those are inclusions. They're not something you see from a distance. I mean, we are very, did you see how I just came in closer to the piece? Because the intention always, with my up close shot in particular, the intention is always to show you everything. I want you to see everything there is to see and know about your stone, because this is a closer look than you would ever get in person unless you're looking through a jeweler's loop. That's the only way to really get a similar look to what you're seeing here, okay? You've got to see it at that magnification level. You're seeing all that we love here. So with a natural Pataiba, oftentimes, especially as you get into larger sizes, which this is, you're going to see little bits of those copper needles. Now, I like when they're tonal with the stone so they don't stand out anything that you're going to see to the naked eye. That's what we're seeing only because we're that up close to it. Watch it when it's on the hand. You don't see a single flaw or inclusion when it's up against the hand because we're just about, you know, now like a foot or two away. So you just see that gorgeous blue-green glow, the clarity it has, the massive diamonds on the side, the fact it's 18 karat instead of 14 karat. And we've got a blowout for you right now. This one is gonna go in quickly. Look at that. Look at that quality of that stone all the way through, the way the vibrance and the neons just ripple all the way through. This is surprisingly, I would say shockingly affordable. It's supposed to be $39,999. Of course, there's a lot to be saved here in extra. I just think those diamonds, how about that? Rainbow colors, do you see it? I know I do. Purples, reds, pinks, blues, greens, yellows, orange, all of it. All the rainbow colors that diamonds should provide are happening off those tapered facets of those kite cut stones. And we are going to make it better than even $20,000. Yes, that's half off. And we'll keep on going. Let's keep it going, my friends. This is it. Last 32 minutes or so is upon us. This is the moment to take advantage. It's not going to be $39,000. I said it's not 20. That's half off. We're going even lower than that. It's not 20. It's not even 18, 17, 16,000. We're going $15,999 on that 240. And like I always offer, we are going to give you $1,600 off as well with the 10%. So that equates to another huge savings, but you do have an incredible piece of collectible as can get jewelry, and that is high-level Pataiba, and 240. Wowza, what a size to get in that mega stone. So 16,000, but you get to take $1,600 off as well. And then we'll get to our quick little earring special here. I have some very affordable stud earrings that include diamonds, trillion cut blue zircons, and mandarin garnets, all coming up on a wheel for you next. And then we also have that signet ring to recap. I still have a Pataiba that is going to be a bit smaller. Okay, maybe we show that now. Are we ready for the smaller Pataiba? I have a 56 pointer, but still done up with a lot of diamonds. Actually, you're going to get more diamonds here in the bridge style. And look, because it's a slightly smaller, now I'm not seeing any eye visible inclusions or even any inclusions under magnification. That's 1128945. And then we'll do our earring blowout right after this. But I love a blowout on a Pataiba. And the more rare and the more high-end they get, the bigger savings you have. So the item number here is 1128945. It's going to be our 56-point oval Pataiba with a bridge mounting 82 points in diamonds here. 82 points in the diamonds around it, under it, halo, side to side. Great bridge. This is one of those wearable bridge mountings, though it doesn't get too extreme in its size. It doesn't get too overly wide in its stature. It's very wearable. And let me show that to you on the hand so you can see and judge for yourself. But there's a big value coming up here on a lot of diamonds with this Pataiba. And that was supposed to be a high-end $89.99 piece. We got to go lower than that. And look at that dazzling blue-green. I will say that elongation of that oval is giving it more of a little punch of color. Certainly looks a lot bigger than a 56-pointer typically would, thanks to that cutting. So that's a nice, because trust me when I tell you, every time you take another step up in size of your Pataiba, you're going to pay vastly more. It is a stone where, yeah, every point counts, but it really goes beyond that. Every point really counts. It's a huge difference. Here's what I'm going to do. $89.99, it will not be. This is about as outstanding as Pataiba gets in color, saturation. It's got the ultimate neon. You see the blues and greens, which are really in concert together. So it's really that 50-50 blend we love. And diamonds every which way. Some of the most beautiful and wearable bridge. This is how you elevate your typical, like anything but typical diamond design. We see a lot of the same designs as you shop the rest of the world. Well, Pataiba is a very intriguing stone. It's a tougher one to find anywhere else. So certainly I think it's deserving of a mounting that's a little more specialty or a little more different or doesn't look as basic as everything else. You've got that here. You're also going to choose your gold color, by the way. So yellow gold's fine. Boy, that was a great side profile view where you saw a lot of the clarity through the side like that. That's really well done. See that? Clarity, clarity. Now you're watching the diamond brilliance break up. That's happening underneath the stone. This is not going to be $8,999. That's a very fair value. As it is, we'll take it significantly lower than that. Send it on out. We've got literally 29 minutes to go. How can we help you? This is the time to make requests as well, or see anything you want to see recapped again. This is the moment to do it. This is how you get in. It's going to be a huge value, a big value, a gigantic extra 10% off. Make it yours value. It's under $5,000. These Pataibas are not inexpensive stones. It is all relative, of course, but this is one of the most high-end, important stones in the world. It is completely mined out. There were actually 3 total sources ever. All 3 of them are done and mined out. This is not going to be $59, $49, even $39.99. We're going lower. This is what you call value of all time. That's what this is. This is a Pataiba. This is not your basic. I don't know where else you're going to find Pataiba, even if money is no object and you're just okay going into a retail store and walking in. If you got a couple $100,000 to spend, it's that stone that's that rare. It's not about the price as much as it's about lack of availability. There's just very little of it out there. It's really tough to find. We always remind you that retailers need to have multiple pieces in multiple locations. So that's oftentimes why they can't bring rare to this level, is because they need to have at least a piece for their Miami store and their Los Angeles store and their New York store and their London store and their Paris store. They've got to have consistency of their jewelry. So theoretically, you would be able to walk into any one of their locations and see the same jewelry. That is why they can't even venture to get into stones like this rare. So we are not doing 39. It's going to be a monster value. First caller takes it. Let's do it for $2,999 and $300 extra off if you want to use that 10%. And why not? Take 10% extra off. Get it for $26.99. You'll love it. What's not to love? And a lot of diamond weight as well, over it, around it, beside it. I mean, even underneath the stone. So gorgeous. And $26.99, that's going to be tough to get that mounting for that price on its own by itself. So $2,699. And that'll be that. And then our earring blowout is next. We have a trio of stud earrings coming up, including 3 very different looks, 3 very different stones and styles. So we'll get to that. Plus, if you have any requests for the end of the show, we're there. So we do want to hear from you. Find out what you want to see, if we can bring something back out. I do want to remind you all, we did bring out the Customizable, the custom engraved ID bracelet with all the diamond pave work. We did have that here earlier. So if you need another look at that, we would love to bring that back out. I brought that on the early side tonight. So that's something that's still available for you. It was down to $13.49 at checkout. I do have an incredible, this trio of earrings is going to be something special here. We'll take a look at that. Also, we have that signet ring. Just a reminder, this is that signet style, but with diamonds. Not all signet styles have to be custom or engraved or with a monogram. We do have a style here like this that's going to be all white gold, men's or ladies, total unisex style here. Very affordable. Last call on this one though, before we get to our diamond discount wheel. We've got this one going out for $8371. It was a 111 number. So this is based on a value that began many, many moons ago and was a big value then. It's an even bigger value now, just given what gold is doing and how that's elevating. Plus, we got your 10% off today, too. So 31 points in diamonds in solid white gold, fully finished on the inside as well, as you see there. And that will be only $699. 9 individual diamonds. They're of great size, too. And that will be $629 at checkout if you'd like to get that all diamond signet ring. And then our stud earrings are coming up. I'm looking forward to these stud earrings. We've got a nice way to kind of finish up our Friday here with a big finale. I love to have a good finale to our Friday. Not that this will be our last opportunity of the night. We'll still have some time for requests and whatnot, but there is a very special trio of studs coming your way. So that's $629. Just want to try this on the hand one more time. It is men's or ladies alike. It really can be worn by really one and all. Look at the depth of gold you're getting though through that very back. That should be where it really narrows and really thins, and that's just not the case here. It looks fabulous, and of course it's very easy to wear. It comes to that plateau at the top, so everything that's squared off there with that section of the 9 diamonds is coming to a nice flat wearable style. But again, lots of gold built in through the side profile. All right, so it's earring time. That was a real quick recap. Okay, so now we get to the trio of diamonds as one earring, a stud but different and interesting. And the trio, this is called the martini style because of course 3 diamonds, but it's all scalloped. And they do the prongs to set it securely, but there's also that nice little scallop detail that creates almost like a semi-bezel. So they're really wrapped in a border of gold. Now that's not it, because if you like color, we got you some color. I also have, look at these. They are so vibrant. Beautiful, vibrant, a little electricity, and quite frankly, they could pass for Pataibas on their own. They are blue zircons in a trillion cut stud, classic. These are all, by the way, really wearable for both primary and piercings that go secondary, third even, you know, piercings up the ear. You can make them your own. You can really wear them. They're all that size. Sometimes you have to get kind of a medium size earring to have it work both primary and up the ear as well. So if you've got more than one piercing, I think any of these would suit you well. And then last but not least, it is the big mandarin. And these, I really do think that if I had to choose, not a favorite necessarily, but what I think is going to be really, really popular, it's the mandarin. Because mandarins are really very exotic. So are the blue zircons. But mandarin garnets are really tough to get. They're just tough. They're expensive when you find them. They're really tough to find at all. They're kind of on that level like Pataibas. They were only discovered in the early 1990s, like 1991, so they haven't been around all that long. And yet they're already completely done and extinct, all their couple of sources. So this is where I would recommend if you want to go rarity in your wearable stud, you go with the mandarin garnet. You really consider that. We also, I would think with this value, if we can get it good enough, you're going to take more than one. Yes. Which one? Oh, thank you so much. All right, so we've got a couple left of those diamond signet rings, but another one just went out. So here we are, the trio. Yes, you may want to take all of them, or 2 of 3, or just pick a favorite. But this is what a Friday finale is all about. They're all post and butterfly backs, by the way. Wow, that's good. Seriously, they're so different. You need to get all 3. You just get the wardrobe. That might be the best way to do it. Just get the whole wardrobe. Get yourself a pair of each. You're going to love them. Here's what I have for carat weights. Oh, gold color choice. Let's see. Okay, I can do any gold color here on the diamonds. White, yellow, rose. Everything else is going to stay as is. Okay, that's simple. Diamonds you can choose. The mandarin stay in the yellow. The blue zircon stay in the white gold. Let's have a party. A stud earring party for our Friday night finale. And big, big, big weekend ahead. Can't wait. But this is really like, it's like any good, as a sports lover, it's like any good momentum shift in sports. You want to keep that rolling. Even from one game to the next, one day to the next, you want to keep the good vibes going. This is a perfect way to wrap up our Friday night and get you also prepared and ready for what is going to be a spectacular weekend ahead. A Saturday and Sunday morning that are loaded with values. Diamonds, quite a few of those diamonds we will have. If you want to go bigger on the studs than what you see here, wait for tomorrow morning. We'll get you those big oval studs. But here's where you get a whole bunch of great earrings and great for gifting. Great for gifting as well. Every single one's going to be the same price. Remember, these stay in the yellow. Any gold color, stay in the white here on the zircons. We can try them on. They're all posts, centered posts, butterfly backs. Easy, easy, easy to wear. And yet, tell me where else you're going to find blue zircon trillion studs or pear-shaped mandarin garnet studs. And we could do $999 an earring pair and give you the value of a lifetime. But then again, as we get ready to finish up our Friday night, I am ready to do something much better for you. And really call me on those Pataibas. They're still here. Call me on that big tourmaline we had, the fancy cut Tanzanite. We'll recap the emerald and Alexandrite for you. But this is really an important time. And I know if you're going, I don't know, $9.99, I see the value, I get $100 off, I get them for $8.99, but I'm going to pick one I really seriously want you to be able to get. If you can't decide, like right now, between the rarities of the stones, you need to probably get the mandarins and the zircons. Blue zircons are mined out, so are the mandarins. That's why it's so unusual to see them here in a paired up stud where the stones perfectly match. Everything is perfected. The gold is as you see it. I think we chose right. I think our designers, they do know best. So the blue zircons and the white gold, perfect. The gorgeous mandarins in the yellow look fantastic. They're not going to be $9.99. Let's make sure it's a big finale. A big old discount. Not $9,876, not even $5.99. We got a deal. And if ever there was a time to say, yeah, I think now I am going to get 2 pairs. Yeah, I'm going to get a pair for, you know what, maybe your best friend would love that bright orange and you're more the blue girl. You want to take the zircons, get the mandrins for her. She's going to think you spent thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars on a rare mandarin garnet in solid gold. By the way, the most gold is in the diamonds and the mandarins because they got those bezels around them. Let's do even better than $5.99 and you'll take 10% off. And we're going to be really busy on these phone lines. When have we not? The whole night has been busy. Start to finish. We'll keep that going all the way to the end. Again, all in gold. You get your choice of gold color on the diamonds, and they're not $550. They're not $549. Operators, will you let me know what pair or how many of each you're taking, because we're going to have to count them down. I've got a couple of pairs of each, but it doesn't mean I have a lot of them or enough to go around. Let's make them even better than $549. $499 a pair. And you get $50 off that price as well for $49 for any one of those pairs you like. Jason, what did you just pick up over there? Oh, good. You got a signet ring too? Okay, so I think we're down to 1 left on the signet ring. So we started with 4 when the night began, and now I believe we have 1 left on the diamond signet ring that was $6.99 just a moment ago. And here we are at $4.49 on all the earrings you see up there. 60 seconds left to go. And then what else do we need to see? Some Tanzanite drops, perhaps? Some big old Tanzanite drop earrings. I've got some good ones for you that weren't even scheduled for the show, but I brought them out because I really like them. So we can do that for you, and we can make a big value happen on about 13.5 carats of tansy. So I'm going to bring those out for you. Plus, we still have the 12 carat. The 12 carat Tanzanite's still here. This is the 12 carat oval we had early. Oh, yeah. That one of my longtime viewers said in an email when she saw it presented, she said, that is the best looking Tanzanite you've ever presented. And I tend to agree. There have been a lot of good ones over the years, but that oval, for being an oval that's not supposed to have that color saturation through and through, it really does. So it's good. All right, any last call on the earrings? Let me know if you want any of those earring studs for $4.49 a pair. And again, big diamond studs tomorrow. We'll have the diamond ovals with the halos tomorrow. We sure will. We will have, again, the ovals, I flashed them earlier. They're big oval stones. They're about almost a half carat each with the halos around them. They're going to be tomorrow. So if you want to go bigger and just like one big center stone with a halo, we've got you covered tomorrow. Yeah. Sure, let's do the mandarins first. Mandarins against the ear coming up, and they look fabulous. And you can obviously, because of that post being centered, there's no one way to wear them. You can decide if you want to wear them straight up and down, north to south, east to west, or diagonal. So it really is, again, what suits you best, what's going to work best in your lobe, you know. And that's what they look like from a distance away, so you can really see how they're good. Isn't that beautiful? Look at that color. Seeing that color from all the way far away like that, that is the epitome of neon orange, isn't it? And that's the mandarin. Let's go back to the wheel. I'm going to switch them out. I'm going to do the blue zircons here as well. Let's get the blue zircons up against the ear for you so you can see what those blue zircons are like. And by the way, the mandarin garnets are going to give you a carat 08, so they're over a half carat each. The mandarins are going to be a carat 39, so you're actually getting, it's a little more dense, which is why they may not look gigantic. They don't look bigger than the mandarin garnets, but they are in their carat weight because they're a little more dense of a stone. So the blue zircons, they look like this. So you'll see the blue zircon trillion. Again, all centered post. Those are really like that electric turquoisey blue. So they are reminiscent of a Pataiba. So we'll go back to the wheel, and then I'll last but not least show the diamonds against the ear, which are going to be 37 points in diamonds, in that great style that we have there in kind of that trefoil design, where you get that triple stack, so it creates the look of a trillion without being a trillion diamond, and that's what they look like on. So you can see those trefoil designs in the diamonds. Those are all VS diamonds. There's 37 points worth, and you do get a choice of gold color on that earring, and we will go back to the wheel. So they're all here for $4.49 if you'd like to get them. We're going to go ahead and get to these Tanzanite drops. Let me stick with earrings for a moment to show you what is also going to be a major Tanzanite value. We've been doing these, I can't put anything up right now at this point unless it's a huge record setter of a value in price per carat. So that's what I'm really working hard towards here. So let's move those aside. Mandarins are still here in yellow gold only. If you'd like the mandarins, the trefoil design in the diamonds, 37 points there. They're still here as well. White, yellow, or rose there. Yes. Thank you. And the blue zircons, those are white gold only. Look at that. That is some serious razzle dazzle. Here we go with the drop. Tanzanite, blue wing, block D, fancy cuts. Oh my goodness. And wait till you see, I literally was going through, so there's been a gal out there who's been requesting some fancy cut Tanzanite earrings for a while. And so I made it a point today to go through everything we had in Tanzanite earrings. And the fun part was, they were all pretty much big stones at this point. And I know she's got a certain budget she'd like to be in. Well, I got a reduction in price on these major earrings just to try and make them as affordable as possible and for anybody else. Because listen, it's a lot of people. One request is usually indicative of the fact a lot of people are looking for something similar. And this is major. Fancy cuts, but still very wearable. It's item number 1128388. They are 13 carats 42 of Museum Reserve Blue Wing Block Ds. You're also getting 28 points in diamonds. I love the way the Pave accentuates the top and the bottom points of those stones. And you also have diamonds right up front. In the hoop to start, because it's going to be an Omega style hinge that is going to be the backing of your hoop. Faces forward, looks fabulous. Wait till you see the length and how they're going to look on. Here's what they look like from a distance away. We have moments left. It's down to 12 and a half minutes in the show. Here's what these drops look like. From a distance, let me give them a measure here. On the hand, they are going to be 1.5 inches top to bottom. And then you see this is the hinge. So I do want to show you it's that Omega back style. So it hinges on open. You put that straight post right through your ear and flip that up. Boom, done, secure, locked. Then I'm going to try them on, and they are not. Oh, I love these. These are $17,999 to start. We're taking them. I told you, I got special permission to get these down to a price tag, because look at all these big discounts I've had on rings. We have taken the per carats on our rings to the lowest they have been. Look at how stunning this is. Facing forward, perfectly balanced, gorgeous on. And that pointed design, accentuated by the diamonds, that's so smart to take that fancier cut that really has a lot of the step faceting we would see in an emerald cut. They're beautiful earrings, and they're going to be wildly discounted. So this is a huge moment for you if you love a Tanzanite drop earring, if you wanted something a little more substantial, but you don't want to spend tons of money. Let's go back to the wheel, and then I'll show them to you from a distance away as well, because I want you to see what they look like as far as presence from across the room, because that's important as well. Look at that. When you get up into nearly 7 carats each, you're seeing that they really show up. That's a long way away. That's your across the room angle, and you see how much presence they have. The bright blues, the bright reds. And because there's that trichroism of color, they really go with a lot too. I mean, obviously, wear them with your pinks, wear them with your reds, wear them with your purple, wear them with the blues, but all of those colors I just mentioned, both red and purple and blue, really are great contrasting colors with just about every color of the rainbow. So they look amazing, and they'll be worn a lot. And here's the big value we have. From 17 to $79.99 to better than that, and let me get the match up there for you so you can see how perfectly they are. And we are going to take it so significantly. I mean, here I have been blowing out all these best of per carat prices of late. It has been the last 2 days that have set brand new records. We can do the ultimate quality for a better per carat price than everyone else is selling lower grade material for. That is a big, big deal. And it's not going to be $69.99 either. Even got them down below $5,999. I got records to set. I've got new records to live up to. So we're not doing $59 either, because the goal is to make the per carat price the most affordable you've ever seen on Museum Reserves. But here you've got all the workmanship and the lavish nature of an earring, a drop earring, a large earring, a beautiful earring, a matched earring. Not easy to do, and they're not even $59.99. This is a heck of a value. And it's time to take them now. There's only one pair, obviously. One pair only. That's going to be it. When they're gone, they're gone. We have 9 minutes left in the show, and the fact that they're going 10% off from there, well, I'm not done. They're $5,499. They're 10% extra off. That is under $5,000 for the earring. That's $49.49, which here's the real kicker. That is a per carat price of $368 a carat with free diamonds and free gold. And there's a lot going on in the diamonds and the gold here. So who's going to take them? That is the question at hand here, because there's no way they stick around at that price. Not at $368 a carat, they're not staying. And that's what gives you, I know they're a bigger size than most of what we're all looking for, because what we're all looking for is dependent highly on the budgetary restrictions and the price tag, but you can't deny that is an incredible value at $49.49. It's unbelievable. That's craziness. $49.49 is your price tag at checkout. Those couple of moments, the couple of moments that it takes to just mull it over, they could be gone. We have 8 minutes left in the show only. Those are going to be gone before the night is over. There's no question they'll probably be gone in the next 30 seconds or so. How does something of that big of value stay here? Again, at checkout, $49.50 basically is your price tag. It's $49.49 and 10 cents. That's $368 a carat. Free gold, free diamonds does not happen. It does not happen. We've got one emerald left from our big emerald wheel, so I'm going to show that. Plus we have the 12 karat oval that's still here as well. So couple last pieces to get out the door before we go. We see you back in the morning. Don't forget, it's a quick turnaround time between Friday night and Saturday morning. We've only got 14 hours in between. It gives us all time to go get a little something to eat, you know, get our nourishment for the shopping party we got tomorrow morning. Maybe a little bit of sleep if you do that. I think sleep is overrated, but that's just me. That's me in a lifetime of working odd hours. But we're back at 10 a.m. and we will have the diamond earrings among many, many, many other fabulous values tomorrow for our big Saturday. Saturdays have become very, very like do not miss, must see TV. All right, so let's show you the emeralds, the last emerald that's remaining. We had two. We had actually a whole wheel of three, and two of them are already gone. So let's get, nobody's going to take those yet? All right, so they're still here at the moment. I do want to recap this emerald piece very quickly because it's too good to stay here. And it's item number 112-8669. Look at that Colombian emerald cut emerald. It's got a 53 pointer. Sure, it's going to look bigger. That's what emeralds are doing. They always do that. They have such a lesser density than most all of the other stones of the world that they look a lot bigger than what you're used to. They look a lot more like more presence of a double the size. So it looks like a carat plus. And you've got a 53 pointer with 76 points in the rounds and the tapered baguettes. I love the way the tapered baguettes are kind of locked in and those chevrons on the side. They're tailored and set into that channel in two directions. And then you've got the huge round brilliant diamonds as well. And that's going to be down from the $39.99 price tag we used to show. And now it's a lot less right here tonight. About 6 minutes left to go. What else would you like to see? Maybe we need another look at that ID bracelet that you can custom make, or we will, well, we're custom making it. We do all the work. You just tell us what to do. The engraved ID bracelet with all the Pave, we'll show that again. I've got to do this though for better than $39.29 or even $19.99. Remember, it was part of a big blowout wheel. It's the last of the emeralds remaining from that wheel, and it is not even $19.99. Prior to your discount, that's your extra 10% off to take. And we will do this one right now for $1,499. It is just that piece only. It is that one you receive at home after we size it to whatever half, quarter, or full size you need. Well, did I say that all? Quarter, half, or three-quarter, or full size, rather. You get to choose your exact ring size. It will be sized for you, delivered to you in that size. Here's what it looks like on the hand. And that is going to be $13.49 at checkout. And so that's a one only there, stays in the platinum. But again, we'll be happy to get it to your size and have it delivered for free as well. So $13.49 on that beautiful emerald, gleaming, bright, glowing color, amazing stone, lots of the bigger individual diamonds. I've got to admire that. The fact that the diamonds around it are so ample, especially with the round brilliance. They're huge. And then the extra baguettes down the side are fantastic. I had two Alexandrites tonight, both of which are still available. Who's going to take those Tanzanite drop earrings? Now, you know my advice is always this too. I know it's tempting. Do you have the Tanzanite drops? Oh, never mind. The Tanzanite drops are sold. Or the emerald, rather. Okay, Tanzanite drops are here. So the emerald is gone. So let's switch them out here, and I will show you a Tanzanite ring that I had earlier. This one is also down in price and was dubbed the best oval we've seen. 112-4231 is your item number. That is the 12-carat Blue Wing Block D Museum Reserve Oval, loaded with diamonds at a carat 61. In your diamond weight, stays in the white gold. We've got our last now 4 minutes of the show. Yes, the Tanzanite drops are still here. It's the emerald that sold just now. So the emerald drop earrings are, or rather, the fancy cut Tanzanite drop earrings are still here. So is this big 12 karat in white gold. And this one from $17,999 has come tumbling down. And if you have questions about anything else you saw this evening, we've had 3 hours, we've had a ton of jewelry, very little that's left, but it doesn't mean you don't ask, because asking is the key. Make sure you check on the availability of your item, make sure you can get it, and make sure that you get it before it goes to somebody else, because that's what happens between, after we go off the air, our phone lines stay very busy with orders being placed, and you don't want to wait till the following morning, even though it's close till it's not too long till we start our next show. You don't want to wait till that next morning, because your piece is going to be sold out. So again, I'm here on Saturday mornings early, and that's what we do, is tell people sold out, sold out, sold out. Nope, that sold last night. So this is the time to pick it up. You are thinking about any item tonight, you pick it up at these great values. This one's under $10,000. It's not $99 or $89 or $79 or $69. It's down to $59.99 tonight, plus your extra $600 saved. So $53.99 to get that Tanzanite. Wait till you see this on the hand. And there is the 3-minute finale clock. So 3 minutes left to go in our Friday night. This is where I've only got a couple pieces left from the show, but you do want to check. Maybe it's the ID bracelet, not the big one. The big one is sold, but we had the smaller version with the 86 points in diamonds. It's down to $13.49. The Tanzanite drop earrings, which were that inexplicable low of like $368 a carat, unbelievable. That's still here if you'd like to get those fancy cut drop earrings. The Alexandrites, I had 2 Alexandrites here. They're both still here from the show. There was a GIA certified stone over a carat. There was a slightly smaller stone as well. But here is our last and final 2.5 minutes. I got to try this on. This will be, look at this. This really tells the story. It really isn't fully understood until you see how gigantic this stone is on the hand. Obviously, it's not for the faint of heart. We had a 3 carat earlier, a 344 actually, Asher cut. This is the bigger one. The biggest ring we've shown you tonight, the 12 carat exactly. The Museum Reserve, that is the one you get. We will size it for you. Remember, no gold color change on this one. It stays in the white, but we will size it. It will be delivered to you for free. If you want to have the money back guarantee, let's say you've never shopped before and you're not buying into this. How could it be that good and that cheap? Well, once you know, and you'll never have to shop anywhere else for your fine jewelry. But if you want to keep the money back return policy intact, then take it at $59.99. If you'd like to save an extra $600, it will be final sale, yes. This, oh, the emerald, sure. Let me go get the emerald here back for another close-up look. So let me go grab that emerald. Already sold is the emerald, but we want to show the inside to you. Here's what the inside of the emerald looks like from that perspective of the under gallery, and how that platinum sets up all the way through the inside. So that one's already gone. That was 1128669. That one is already spoken for and sold. Congratulations again on that beautiful emerald. And then we go right back to our 12 karat Tanzanite oval with our 1 minute and change remaining tonight. Don't forget, I see you right back here in the morning. It's 14 hours from now, 10 a.m. Pacific time. That is noon Central Time and 1 p.m. Eastern. We've got 3 hours live tomorrow for you. And we will showcase those big white diamond studs among many, many other exciting pieces for you, among many other designer discounts. Yes, go ahead, Jason. I can show the 80-point Alexandrite again. Here it is, real quick. It's item number 9065. It's that designer style in the 18-karat gold. It was our round Alexandrite with a 76-point diamond weight. It is only $29.99 less, 10%. There is the one. That's the one with all the side profile detail in the pave as well. So thank you so much for being with me tonight. I hope to see you tomorrow for our incredible Saturday morning show. It is Do Not Miss. I'm with you both days, Saturday and Sunday, 10 to 1 Pacific time. So we will see you then. Let me know if you like that Alexandrite. It is $26.99 at checkout. Thanks so much, everybody, from all of us here at TVON. I'm Lauren Blair. Enjoy the rest of your evening. We'll see you right back here in the morning.